Wrigley.
Who?
I mean, because like Wrigley, like the Cubs pay you probably a lot of money to come to their stadium and like be cool there. It's Nardwuar.
Who?
Be cool.
Nardwuar.
Nardwuar
is cool.
He's got enough cool to stay cool in Wrigleyville. That's not true for the rest of Wrigleyville.
No, let's say Nardwuar was like the coolest person at Wrigley Field that day. Like, come on, we all know that. No, I really wanted to go to his. He had a lot of event last weekend too. I totally wanted to go to that.
Nice.
It's like an anniversary of like him doing his interviews.
Nice. Speaking of interviews, you're watching BlurdDotRadio.
BlurdDotRadio.
We're not interviewing anybody today. Let me just throw that.
Yeah, we don't have Nardwuar here. That wasn't like I said to like we turning a camera and like a actual dude.
I wish Nardwuar was here. Show me.
That would have been sick.
6.
It's like how do you know these things, sir? What are you doing?
Remember that one time when you peed in a trash can when you were 4?
What?
What?
I told you the 2 people, Nardwuar. The pee in the trash can was a secret. How do you know?
Because Nardwuar is all. Hi. Mike Stidham.
Mike Stidham.
We got Ash. We don't have an intro for Darren yet, so this is going to be Darren's intro. There you go.
Wow.
And at long last, after a long, stressful stretch, we got Kenny.
Is he the best there is, the best there was, the best there ever will be?
Clearly.
You got damn right. This is a Bret Hart dojo over here.
There it is. DJ Elokari is in Arkansas.
Baby, I'm ready.
That's where my grandmother's from.
That's in Arkansas.
Family reunion. I told him if
Let's
they're
say, yeah.
we're
Literally.
Mhm.
Like the only reason you in Arkansas or Alabama as a black person is because you got family down there.
Yeah.
You ain't going just to hang out. You ain't hanging out in the Bamas or the Arks.
Darren, didn't you hang out in Alabama?
What'd you say now?
Didn't you hang out in Alabama?
No, I hung out in the other part of the South that didn't like black people. I was over in West Virginia.
Oh, the mountain races.
The Ozarks.
The mountain races.
That's where they got the long goatees and the missing tooth and the hat, and they run around in red draws that snap.
And banjos. There's lots of banjos.
I
like banjos.
It's a good
song. It depends on where you hear them.
Yeah. There's just certain parts I don't want to hear the banjo when I'm trying to vibe.
I had a friend who lives outside of Atlanta tell me that he was told by a guy, his job is dropping off rental cars. And he said, listen, if you hear somebody playing a banjo, that's the signal that there's a black person around. Run. That is in 2024. He told me that.
Oh, shit.
That's concerning. They started playing a banjo up in Evanston during my lunch, and I was not. Like, I'm just trying to, I'm just trying to enjoy my poke bowl, and all of a sudden, ding, 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 ding.
What?
Boy, and just interrupted my beautiful day.
Where this was at the restaurant?
No, Evanston, like downtown Evanston, has like a little like block where you can just kind of hang out, and just like sit at a picnic table or like little folding tables they got just around. So that's where I was, like, just trying to enjoy my lunch. Ding 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 ding. I'm like, dude. Like, I don't know. It's like it's a grating sound unless it's wanted.
Were you near a glass bottle?
No.
Because you could have played the jug. That's all.
Absolutely not.
Right?
Oh,
Play the thinking jug.
Yeah.
There it is. And you got to slap. That was not.
That was
a finger slip.
That was so random. Okay.
Well, on the subject of random stuff, it's time for Blurt Out.
Blurt it out.
I got 2. Yesterday, I live streamed from the Museums of Science and Industry for David Jones's second annual Agrobotics Adventure Youth Summit. Agrobotics. It was about robotics and farming. I learned a lot about hydroponic farming. You can grow watermelon.
Yeah.
Pretty cool. Yeah, shout out to David Jones. He's been building this the whole time that I've known him. I believe I've known David Jones for about that's a long time. For like 7 years. Yeah, he's been slowly gathering people and building up this initiative. And it was a fun summit. The kids out there had a lot of fun. Shout out to Mers, who used to be with Rhyme Sayers, Def Jux, decided to duck down for a short time. He was there. I didn't want to bother him because he was with his kid. Yeah, fun stuff. I also watched the first season of Wednesday.
Oh,
Yeah.
Here's my takeaway. 1, not a bad show, clearly for teenagers. Actually, you watched Wednesday, right?
I did, and my niece is low-key obsessed with it.
It'll happen.
She calls me she calls me Wednesday because of that show.
You're very Wednesday coded, so I mean.
Apparently,
Wednesday.
I didn't think I was that morbid. I watched it, and I'm like,
it's less about the morbidity and more about the vibe. It's the vibe.
yeah, but even I'm like, ew, her vibe.
I mean, you're dressed in all black as a digital person.
This is dark purple. Thank you very much.
Like the grandma thing that you have in real life.
Okay, and Wednesday don't even wear glasses, so I don't even know.
But if you did wear glasses change.
Yes.
Well, either way, I like to think I'm a little more personable than Wednesday.
Not by a lot.
Damn. Well, the people have spoken.
There it is. But here's my biggest criticism in this for a teen show. Watching it as an adult, of course, I have this criticism. I don't think kids are going to notice this until they get older. The big reveal at the end as to who the Hyde was.
Yeah, pretty
that
obvious.
character was real friendly up until like the last 10 minutes of that episode where he was like, yeah, nigga, I love being the Hyde. It was like, wait, what?
Yeah.
You were just crying in the chair and saying like, no, I didn't do anything. Oh God, I have such feelings for you. And then snap. Yeah. Evil now. Again, it was one of those things where like, if I was a kid, I would have rewatched it and been like, hey, wait a minute. Why does character change so fast?
Well, he was under some kind of like mind control too, so you could argue.
Well, no, he
maybe
said
a split.
At first, I didn't know, but then I knew, and then I liked it.
So you can't change your mind?
Just all of a sudden, oh, you know who I am? Yeah, now I can be me. There was no lead up for it. It was just.
I'd have to rewatch it, but I don't know. I think at that point I was like so immersed in like this is such teenage melodrama. These flips and personality and attitudes about stuff. I'm like, yeah, that tracks.
It's very Dawson's Creek, but not at all Dawson's Creek.
Mm-hmm. Like I like the black chick who was the siren.
I was happy that she looked very African.
Yes.
They didn't make her some terrible villain.
No.
They didn't do anything ridiculously stereotypical with her.
Yeah.
From what I remember, Tim Burton was against having black people on his stuff. It may have been one of those tweets that like got blown out of proportion. But Tim Burton was just like, I don't picture black people in his world, imagination space. And mind you, they're like Victorian British things, which let's not act like black people weren't in Victorian Britain. Their pictures. But you know, you can only go with what you were taught. And Tim Burton didn't think, but where were the black people? He just thought pale people.
He said, but where were the black people?
Or even in his own world view, he don't have a whole lot of black people in his.
Doesn't seem that way.
Interacting, but I liked her. Like you said, her personality wasn't as grating. Like the way she was moving made sense. Like she was just as confused as I was. It's like, why does everybody like this new bitch? What is the attraction? Like that was her deal.
There's nothing personable about this.
But on top of that, she was also dealing with her low-key self-hatred of the type of like mythological being that she was, and how she even has the friends that she does have. Is like, do y'all like me for me, or
did I actually recognize you?
Right, or have I been like hoodooing you? Not hoodoo, but like using my abilities to manipulate you. Like even she didn't know all the time. Which I thought was an interesting twist, because her mom's just like, fuck it, do it. Whatever. That's what we are. That's what we do. Is how we get far.
Her mom and her cult. Good times. But yeah, not the worst show. It does well with the Wednesday Addams character after the 90s adaptation. It almost feels like a late sequel. I wish Luis Guzman was better for this part. He looks like the comic strip Gomez. Like the comic strip Gomez looks more like Pugsley than Raw Julia.
Yes.
But Raw Julia was a much more expressive actor. Young Luis Guzman was expressive. But as an older actor, he just kind of feels like he's reading lines often. Yeah, but again, I got nothing bad to say about the show. I watched it so that I could decide whether I wanted to watch season 2 or not. And yeah, I'll get into it. For sure. That's all the blurred outs I got. I will pass my blurred outs to Kenny.
Blurt it out.
So actually, I recently watched Predator, Killer of Killers.
Oh, that Hulu one?
Yes.
Is that the animated one or the pre?
Yeah.
No, it is the animated one.
Okay.
It's the same animation style they use for the Spider-Man Into the Universe, Spider-Verse.
Yo, that animation is getting very popular.
Oof, boy.
Well, I really enjoy the style, and this film is really good. It's incredible. It's basically yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I remember sending the trailer a couple weeks ago.
Yeah. So it basically 3 stories. It's an anthology series. Thank you, anthology series. So you get a Viking fight. You get samurai ninja versus predator, and then like a fighter pilot versus a fighter pilot predator. Like there is somewhere in BlurdDotRadio when we were talking about Prey, and we literally mentioned that they have to do this movie, and then they did this movie. You're welcome. I'm gonna take like that is actually on YouTube of that whatever episode that we talked about Prey or we reviewed Prey. We said that, and then they gave it to us. And they fucking not only did they exceed expectations, like they set up a storyline for more of these.
Oh god damn!
Yes, like this is brutal.
Like, what in the Mortal Kombat?
Like this is like that's the thing. Like that's just so like you think they showed you a lot. They showed you nothing. There's so much. It's so bloody. Like it's so bloody. It's great. But I think the best part of like all 3 of the stories is that it still has a lot of heart. Like it's a story. Like each story has like this kind of familial tie to it for each individual like main character, which is incredible. Like a Predator movie shouldn't have me like crying and wanting to call my mama to tell her I love her. Like
Danny Glover didn't give you that feeling.
No, neither did Arnold Schwarzenegger. Like I just wanted to fucking eat steroids and like fucking pump some iron. Actually, no, that's not true. Predator 1 was about being bros. Like that was like, hey bro, yo bro, and like
you know what I just realized about Predator 1 is they did that handshake and then Carl Weathers got his arm shot off.
Yeah, right.
Oh, was that supposed to happen? Was that like Foreshadowing.
His arm wasn't strong.
Because they were very much like paused on that.
Remember, he was pinching pimple. He was working for the CIA. He was in the office now. He wasn't like out in the field like Arnold was.
And he wasn't being a bro. He set him up.
Yeah, he wasn't being a bro. Yeah, when Bill Duke was crying about his bro to the moonlight, like that nigga died. That nigga's man died.
That's
like
great.
he was having a whole ass eulogy in the moonlight, waiting to fight a predator. Like you can't tell me that story was about being bros. Like each Predator movie is just about. It's so ridiculous. Like these movies have these like bonds of like friendship or like
not Predator.
Not two. Like Predator, like Prey did.
What was the
like,
one
Prey
with Adrian Brody and Lawrence?
That was just like, let's just dump a bunch of like awful people on a Predator planet.
That movie, the story had potential. But
You know what? The story had potential, but making Adrian Brody the lead was kind of a fail. Like
it was weird.
that was like that should have been a movie where like as an ensemble cast, nobody's like the main person.
Yeah, for sure.
It's just everybody's just trying to survive. Like
Adrian Brody saying, "I hunted men and I liked it."
Yeah, right. It was just like Marcus. Actually, that was when Marshall Ali was like basically like.
Was he?
Yeah. Oh, dude.
I remember Danny Trejo.
Danny Trejo, Marshall Ali, Walton Goggins. Yeah, Walton Goggins was in that. Like, Lawrence Fishburne was the crazy.
He was in there for like 15 minutes
and tried to kill everybody.
Spoiler.
Like that's the thing.
15 minutes.
I mean, that movie was like 10 years old now. But that's the thing about that movie. It's actually it's the lowest tier of the Predator movies. Like, which is
bad Predator movies.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's not a bad movie. Like the action's still really good in it, but the story does it a disservice. But like the fight scenes and all the action scenes. And then, like, the idea of the serial killer trying to, like, kill a predator was fucking actually kind of genius. Because it was just like, you knew Topher Grace was nerdy ass was there for a reason. Yeah. Like, he was way...
I remember saying in the theater, like, oh, you're a bad guy. Because
why are you even here? Yeah, like, it's your fucking Jonathan Crane scarecrow-looking ass. Like, I know you're a fucking evil nerd. Like, what's your deal there, fella?
Your angle.
It's like you're way too scared of everything. Like, nah, nigga, you in a jungle. You can't be this scared. Like,
and you were chosen, so we know.
Yeah, like you were chosen for a reason, you bum.
They didn't pick you up on accident.
Exactly. Like they were like Marshall Ali's character was basically like a warlord for an African tribe. Yeah. You know,
Did he die first? Did he die first?
No.
It was Danny Trejo that died.
I think it was Danny Trejo because they used his body as bait to try to bait in others. Because like the Russian guy was like a Russian, like he worked for the Russian army. Like it was all very like the Japanese guy was a Yakuza member. You know, Danny Trejo worked for was a Mexican gang assassin. So everybody, their race was there. Like the
racial draft of villains.
Yeah, the racial draft of killers was really thick in that Predators movie because I was like, damn. And then Adrian Brody's white ass was like an American sniper, like an awful person. It's like, you know,
an American soldier, the most ruthless of them all.
Were they not
the
wrong?
White man.
Were they not wrong? Like honestly, the low key though, while it wasn't a racial draft, it was like, you know what, the evil white man sniper, yeah, that Predator did something there. Yes.
We made a whole movie about a white sniper being a good guy.
You know, he's one of the worst. He's a terrible person, and now he's out here on network television hawking some CBD cream.
You can tell Adrian Brody is high a lot. Just by the parts he's been playing.
Does he really? I just think that's just like the whole thing. He just looks like he sounds like he's stoned, but he's just really serious.
I don't know. I feel like if you called Adrian Brody's name right now, wherever he is, he'd turn around like red-eyed and confused.
I just think that's how he looks, because like he always looks like he's squinting, like that guy from Third Rock from the Sun, who's just like always squinting like this. Like he does that. Like his eyes.
Where'd that guy go?
French Stewart. Where did he go? Yeah, his name is French Stewart.
I'm gonna look this up, but we got to get back on the track.
So I thought that
I was going to bring it back around, but for also, go ahead, Ash.
No, talking about Predator killers. Looking at the trailer, I thought it was like the same studio that did like maybe Arcane even,
It does look
but
like Arcane.
it's not. Apparently, Third Floor Inc. is mostly known for like their pre-designs for movies and attractions.
His name is Stewart.
They have a few like and even games. So like the games that they've been involved with include Destiny 2, Gears of War 4, Doom, Lords of the Fallen, Resident Evil 5 and 6. Huh?
Oh,
Is it the first remake of Doom? Doom Eternal, or Doom?
It just says Doom.
Yeah, so the first one. I can see that.
And they've gotten
okay.
they've gotten awards for the animation or the visual effects they've done for Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 with Groot's dance and the opening fight, the Battle of the Bastards in Game of Thrones, the Dance of Dragons in Game of Thrones.
Battle of the Bastards? That shit was trash.
Visual effects. They've gotten Emmy awards for that.
Yeah. All I know is the animation for Predator Killers, especially the fight scenes, were extremely brutal and gruesome and fun. Like they were such, like every fight scene is just you're literally just like fuck yeah, like every. That's the thing. Each Predator for like each century that they fight in, like has their own like style of how they fight, their weapons. Like but like there's always a through line that kind of connects to like like this is my the minority thing. It's like every time that they had a weapon, they would like have to go uninvisible, which gave every person a chance to like fight them. So it's like each one of these is taking place in the past. So it's just like, are they time traveling? Is it space and time? Like what the fuck? Because I'm not going to spoil it. There's a reason, like stay through to the end of the movie because they set up like some more of this.
Yeah.
And I'm just really excited for where they're gonna go. Like, it definitely had me like, okay, they've been hunting people like not for sport, but to challenge them, like through time.
Yeah.
They talked about that in one of the last Predator movie. They said they've been hunting us and adding our technology and techniques and our DNA. I think there was something weird with DNA in the
Is that the same movie where they had Alien?
Yeah, that's Alien versus Predator.
I mean, maybe they talked about it there too. This was the one where there was a kid that put on the Predator's helmet.
He was on the spectrum, so it worked. He was on the spectrum, so he could see.
Yeah, the autistic kid.
That was the one with Keegan Michael Key was in it.
Yeah.
It's not good.
Forgot about that.
Yo, it's not good. It's not good.
You need comedy. You need comedy, man.
Not an Alien.
No, it's not good. Like I feel like that. It's so not good. I forgot.
That's why I said there have been so many bad Predator movies. So I'm glad that they're finally bringing it back to like starting with Prey, starting to lift up the franchise because it's been in a low place.
I wouldn't say Predator. This is actually the last Predator is not good at all. But Prey came out.
Yeah, Prey is when it started the upswing started. So I hope they keep swinging up.
Yeah, I mean, especially with Predator and Alien, like the last couple Alien movies have actually been really good after whatever the hell that was.
Told you I couldn't sit through. I hear that the last one was good. I believe that it was good, but after I saw the black person was an android, I was like, I can't do this.
Oh no!
No.
Oh, you thinking Alien?
I watched the highlights. Yeah, the Alien movie.
I thought it was really good.
Yeah, I liked it.
I believe.
Still mad I could never get that damn popcorn bucket because it's scalpers.
You can.
I'm not going on fucking eBay. Them shits are like $300 now.
Let's see about that.
They were like $15.
What was the name of that one? Alien Romulus?
Yes.
Yeah, Romulus.
Say it like
But
I didn't know.
I'll say that this movie is worth your time.
Nice.
Watch it and then watch it again and then watch Prey and then like watch all the Predator movies, all the good ones,
except for the one with Keegan Michael Key.
Lower your expectations. It's all of it.
Oh, no, even it's so not good. Yeah,
$50.
No, that's not the one.
That's not bad.
That's not the
no.
one.
Let's say it looks like a pussy.
That one.
wow.
The ones that light up and look like the container. Go down.
This one here?
Yeah, those two.
Here.
Yeah. They used to be $15.
$80.
Like, it's a pocket pill.
Free delivery.
It's ridiculous.
It's the principle of the matter. I could have gotten it for $15. This niggas would just. Anyway.
Just buy popcorn.
Can you imagine leaving somebody's house and being like, "Oh, they had this alien thing," and then finding out it was a pocket pussy?
Pocket, yeah.
Everyone's like, you know, it was a what?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Because people like to monster fuck, actually.
But that I'm not going into this. I'm not.
Don't go in.
I'm not going into why that particular monster fuck is a problem.
That felt that felt appropriate. I apologize for nothing. So Kenny, you watched Killer of Killer?
Yeah, again, 10 out of 10. Go see it. Let's see. I have not had a chance to really do. Oh no, at least been reading. I've still been reading a bunch of comics.
Okay.
Oh damn! I just lost all the time. No, Doctor Doom.
Oh, there we go.
No, actually, go ahead, ask me.
The Absolute series.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
So Absolute Batman and Absolute Wonder Woman are my two favorites, but they have been dethroned by the fucking acid trip that is Absolute Martian Manhunter.
Oh no!
It's so good. I'm a big fan.
How do you alter that story? Because it's already.
Because you make John Johns interesting by taking the very stoic person that's like you kind of know from like the shows and the Dwayne McDuffie, and you just make him this noirish detective family man who's just very disconnected from his. It's like what was the first season that Matthew McConaughey, Woody Harrelson, True Detective. It's if True Detective was also like a science fiction show. So basically, John like you're still not sure where John Johns is. Like John Johns is like this kind of metaphysical character who's hanging out with John the detective. Okay. But the way the alien is visualized is literally this like psychedelic, like cosmic, like green man at times. He looks like Gumby. Like he just looks like Gumby. And it's the funniest thing to me. Like it's the silliest thing to me. But like it's also but then it gets really he gets really deep in terms of like just having these kind of like deep conversations about what it means to be a husband, a father.
That's what I was expecting right there.
Yeah, but also being a cop who like constantly has to deal with seeing death.
Wait, did they make him white? Oh.
Yes.
I
mean, he is a white man. I'll freely admit that is kind of a bummer.
I like that post. I'm not gonna lie. That post is pretty cool.
Yeah, but like, the story. That's the thing. Dennis. I think the artist is Dennis Lewis, but not the. But like look at the art. Look at that art.
Yeah, it feels very like 1950s, 60s kind of.
It has a very like retro,
Mad Men.
There's a very retro feel to it, but like the color, but like the how the colors constantly. Yes, like that's the thing. Like these are all different. Like all these visuals you guys are seeing also tell a story visually about how like Manhunter and this detective are trying to like be a detective. Like it's literally a detective story. Like it's literally a cop be trying to figure out like why all these murders are happening. Like the story right now is that like 49 random people just straight up killed a person. Like wherever they were standing, they just set a person on fire. It's insane. Yeah. Like so that page from those pages alone are like terrifying as shit. So like it's also kind of got this horror element to it because like you're also like I don't want to reveal who because we don't even I still don't know who the villain is myself. Like we're still trying to figure out pieces that together with the Manhunter and the detective who the villain is. But the villain
Ernie Blurred Without Fear. He makes pretty accurate comic book predictions.
So let me get this straight. This is not okay because this is what I'm thinking. This John Johns is not the detective, according to the story as it's playing out. They're two different entities: John the Martian, and then this detective. Correct. That's how the comic is framing it.
Yes.
But what I'm thinking is that John Johns is the detective.
Ooh.
It's just his psyche has broken it such that he has them as two separate identities. The detective and the Martian as two separate beings, instead of it just John being able to just switch into different personalities, or not personalities, but just like bodies as he needed to in like the cartoon. Like he always knew, I am John the Martian, I'm just a black man right now, or I'm a white man right now. But this sounds like he might have had like a fractured personality situation going on.
I'm gonna say why I don't want that to be the case, because it's happened too often.
Well, I say that just because, like, just how the imagery is with a lot of this, it feels like, you know, like one of them had him like in the brain, like on top of his brain, as if like a parasite or something. So yeah, I think like at some point in his becoming this detective persona, he's so into the detective persona, he's forgotten that he is the alien, and the alien is now manifesting as this like LSD trip.
You guys should just read the comic and like follow and join the ride I'm taking on to continue this conversation, because it could really go either way. And that's the thing. That's the thing, guys. We don't know.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying.
Both of the things you're saying could possibly be things that end up happening down the line. Like, I think that's been the real fun of these absolute comics, is that like they deviate so far from like the original narrative structure of DC, but like the fact that like they've got different writers who are younger, who also kind of but who are also still critically acclaimed doing these stories. Like Absolute Green Lantern is completely like been turned on its head. Like it is. Like it makes no sense, but I'm interested in it. Like how Jordan and John Stewart are just.
I like how you put in Absolute Green Lantern and it's still showing you the black woman.
Yeah, she's the main. She's the main character of the story.
In Absolute.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like I'm still like she's a new character, she's a new character. So I still haven't like remembered her name off the top of my head just yet. But like it's nothing like any of the Green Lantern stories you've read. Like in my opinion, the Absolute Flash, which is also like Absolute Flash and Absolute Martian Manhunter right now, will be my picks for like people to go out and read, because they are like extremely different from what you kind of know about two characters that I think are beloved and kind of always kind of low key going under the radar in terms of like being popular, but are still well known. Like Absolute Flash, it's too spoilery to talk about because a lot actually happens in the first like 3 issues. But the fact that like Wally and Barry have like this relationship that feels complex and has a deeper meaning. But
are Wally and Barry, what were they, like uncle and nephew, or?
I don't know if they were related.
No, they're not. They're really just connected by the Flash.
Oh, okay.
I think they have powers. But like, there's a way that the story in Absolute Flash kind of respects their history while still feeling fresh. It's still like a lot of these stories, like you end up asking a lot of like, oh, what's this gonna look like, or who's this character gonna end up showing up as, or whatever. But for me, these episodes have been, it's just like, oh, this just feels fresh and different. Like especially when you work a comic book store, you kind of learn to like lessen your expectations and kind of go with what you get, and then like it if you like it, don't if you don't. But everything as far with DC and these absolutes.
That design is sick, though. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, dude, these absolutes are amazing. Like
look at that.
The different variants, the different covers, the art, the artists they've had on all these books. Like Superman is straight and illegal alien, and in the Absolute Superman story, like legitimately, and illegal alien, and he's out actually like being with the people, not just in America. I think that's one of the problems that, like, especially '90s Superman in the comics, they made him far too America centric.
Yeah.
Whereas this Absolute Superman, he feels a lot more worldly. He understands that while he can pass for a white man, he actually comes from a planet where, like, you know, there was a class system, and
They did that in what was that alternate world DC thing they did for a minute, where like Batman was a vampire.
Justice.
Yeah.
Oh no,
No, that's different. Batman, Batman is a vampire. Oh, that's DC versus vampire.
Well, it was like Batman was a vampire.
There was an animated thing where Batman.
Yeah, it was animated. Superman was like Hispanic.
I did not think it was good. Throw that out.
Yeah, but I say that to say they've done a version of Superman as non-white before, and he's always more interesting.
Well, this thing, like, he's still white in this book, but he recognizes that. And
he recognizes his white privilege, the most
he
powerful
does.
power
Like, he
of
always
all.
steps in the front. Yeah, like he always steps in towards the front, where like he sees black and brown people like being hurt in the book thus far. Because like basically that's the other thing about like the Absolute series is like in the Absolute universe the villains won. So like everything is fucking terrible. Peacemaker, there's not one Peacemaker. The Peacemakers are the army. The Peacemakers are literally the army. So think about Peacemaker as a character and times that by like a whole fucking army. And then think about American army. Like sometimes you get some jarheads in there who just want to kill people or kill foreigners, and that's addressed in Absolute Superman with the Peacemakers. Like there are a lot of like good just like story beats that resonate with real world problems and that are going on today. And like Absolute Superman does a great job of that. Absolute Batman really does too when it kind of like talks about police corruption and like Bruce Wayne's mother and Commissioner Gordon being like heavy in the Gotham politics. Like there's so much that like regular DC comics have been kind of burdened with in terms of legacy characters. Like he always like it made like running jokes about like Batman, like why doesn't he just like donate his money when he has all this money? But like, well, like that's an old gag. But like, what if Bruce Wayne was just fucking poor and was a regular dude like everybody else
and live
and like and actually lives in the city? And not only here's the thing, not only does this Batman live in the city, whenever he fucks something up, like whenever he fucks up the city, he literally rebuilds it himself. Like he is a contracted engineer. So like there's a whole scene like where he destroys like half a building, and then the next day he's literally on the construction site rebuilding that bitch. So like
I love it too if he's like, I'm especially going to reinforce these buildings in this neighborhood because I know I'm going to fuck some shit up.
Sure.
I want to make sure this building's going to stay standing.
Take explosives a little better for next time.
Like there's a lot more heart to this story because Martha Wayne, like he does still have a dead parent, but like it's not dead parents. So like just so like you know his mom is like his biggest supporter, even though Bruce is still carrying the weight of like his dead dad. Like that's still like a parent's death is still a catalyst for him, but it doesn't embody him because he still has his mom around. So there's a lot more heart with Absolute Batman, but but he's still at the end of the day he's still Batman. Like they're like his bat crest is a fucking X, and he will cut your hand off. Like, bro, it's incredible. Like the villains that have like been revealed thus far have nothing to do with any of the villains of the past. Like he actually has friends. I think it's fun.
Oh shit! I just realized that nigga ain't really got friends.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Like a bunch of adopted kids that don't like him.
Right.
Yo, like he actually has a friend group that are his age. Like it's not him running around like being with like teenagers and young adults. Like he has people his age.
Coworkers.
That, like, Not even that's the thing. Not even, like they're neighborhood friends that grew up together. Like I think that's the things that.
Oh, wasn't that what Hush was back in the day? Like Hush was like a childhood friend, and something crazy happened with him.
Yeah, but like this one kind of has a lot more heart in terms of like everybody. Like, it's basically like Penguin, Riddler, so Enigma, Killer Croc, Catwoman, and like one other villain, but like that's just their old personas from the DC Legacy book. Like here, they're just like first name basis people who are friends with Bruce. Like the Penguin's character is still like the dude who runs the streets, so he like knows everybody in the streets. Edward Nigma is basically their nerdy tech friend who so like Waylon, who is basically be Killer Croc in the other like he's a boxer, like he trains back, he helps teach Bruce how to like fight. So like
is he black?
Yeah, and he's black. And he's still black. So like so like that's the thing, like there's so much emphasis on actually humanizing Bruce Wayne. And it's not just like one of my biggest issues with Batman, but also why I still like I never stopped reading Batman books. But like they've kind of made him way too omnipotent.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
It's not even that he's a good detective anymore. He's basically Doctor Who in a cape.
Yeah.
And it's really kind of frustrating because like it kind of takes the fun out of what a lot of like one of my favorite writers in terms of how made Batman a really good detective. So like Absolute Batman kind of gets back to that.
I feel like DC does that every few years, and so does Marvel. The characters get too powerful, and then they got to reset.
Yeah, or even just in his interpersonal relationships. That's why a lot of the books I have of Batman now are of like Damian interactions, like Damian interacting with his adopted brothers and his father. Like it just kind of challenges them to have to address being family.
Yeah,
you know, or even him and Damian and John, Superboy. Like it brought out the humanity, the child, because he's like 13. Like let him be a kid with another kid. You know, but they just
Yeah, I'm glad you like those stories because I haven't read those, but I know that we have a lot of customers who come to the store and read those.
Yeah, it's still the older ones though, because like at some point they aged up John, and I was like not into that. I'm like, why did you take that from Damian? That was like keeping him level.
They had to do that continuity thing when John left the planet with his grandfather, who ended up being like an asshole that Superman had to fight. Yeah, so that was where the whole all of a sudden why was Jonathan Kent like a fucking teenager with a boyfriend? Like where did that happen? So because they had to like like he went in his face as a kid with his grandfather, and he came back a man.
I was like, I'm not like the most angry I was about that was the fact that one, you aged him up, so now him and Damian can't hang out like that, and it's like, okay, you made him like you gave him a boyfriend and it wasn't Damian, so everything you did not involve Damian, and I'm mad. It's like I'm not even mad that he's like gay or pan or whatever they made him to be. It's like, but he's not with Damian. Platonically or otherwise, you separated my boys.
Ash's Yowie version of Yowie fantasy just like crashed. Well, that's the thing. Like it's what Mike said, Ash. Like every couple, like you can't let characters who run in different circles like that, especially Robin and Superboy. Like they're gonna have to separate because the other reason why John was aged up was because they had like a right now it's Summer of Superman. I think the year that happened, it was basically the year of like all the super family. It was basically the super family kind of like coming together to fight somebody. I can't remember. So they wanted to have like Jonathan like aged up for that as well. So like all trying to keep continuity in order, and it kind of like but they do it at a pace that kind of like loses fans.
Yeah,
there's which is why I also appreciate this Absolute series because like it kind of allows for the DC Legacy to be like, you know what, let's actually keep this story going where Damian and John are like buddies.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that is my blurred out comics and Predator.
Kenny, let me ask you one last question about the absolute Batman.
Yes.
Batman being Batman, do you think all the reason that they're surrounding him with villains and the love of his mom is to strip them from them or from him?
No, I do not, because not necessarily the villains. They're actually like his friends, like straight up his people. Like they all have their own agency.
Mm-hmm.
Like every time they kind of introduced how like Batman is Bruce's friends as kids, to like them as teenagers, to them now as adults. Like they've all there's this through line of like true kinship and connectedness that doesn't feel like it's gonna be marred by them all being bad, great people at the end. Like the Joker's already been settled as who the Joker is. Like that's the and like thus far we've seen Bane and we've seen Mr. Freeze. And Mr. Freeze is not Mr. Freezer like it's Victor Fries. Like this Mr. Freeze has more so like a fucked up power based on the fact that like he's just a bad experiment. I have to go back and repeat that again because like it was kind of trippy. It kind of make a little sense. But like everybody in this story that's far in terms of like, who we've seen just be truly villains are not people that like have been kind of changed from being associates of Batman in the legacy. These are all new characters kind of being reinterpreted.
Okay.
So I don't think we'll see a change, but that's also what the storyline beats happening right now with like Waylon going missing. But like part of the storyline with him going missing is also the reveal of the next killer crop. I'm hoping that like I have to take my answer for you for the next episode of Batman already. I'm like, they did the thing you asked me. I didn't think they were gonna do.
I feel like they might just building up all that emotional.
Just to beat the shit out of him.
Yeah.
Turn him into Batman.
That's the thing. The only reason I don't think they do that is because, like, once again, the whole point of the absolute series is that like the bad guys have won. So everything in the world is secretly being run by terrible people. Like there were like the first 5 issues of Batman kind of expressed like Black Mask and the Black Mask gang just straight up run Gotham. Like they just kill people with impunity because Black Mask like pays off the cops to like be on his side. Like it's like Black Mask invites like one of the mayoral candidates to his boat with Bullock, who is the commissioner in this story.
Bullock is just.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, yeah, and
every iteration with a Bullock is just.
It's always, he's always an annoyance.
Always a heel.
But here, his heelishness and like his dickishness really, like, it really works because like the mayoral candidate tries to say something, and Bullock just looks at him like, "Yo, you shouldn't be doing that." And like, sure enough, Black Mask straight up just beats the shit out of the mayoral candidate. Like,
damn.
There's just like. That's the thing. Like this Gotham is not afraid of Batman. Like even what Batman's done thus far, they like the villains don't give a shit. Like they're bringing in Bane already, and not because he's the strongest dude. It's just like he's just like, yeah, I got some free time. Like
I'll help you with that problem.
Yeah, like I'll handle your light work in Gotham. Like ain't nobody worried about Batman. Like even and which is why I love the role Alfred plays right now. Like Alfred is an MI6 agent who knows a lot more about what like the gray areas of this world that we know is bad, but like the people in the absolutes don't really truly understand. So he's kind of like our guy.
Alfred still Bruce Wayne's butler?
No, that's what I'm saying. Like Alfred's straight up an MI6 secret agent.
Okay.
He's just an old dude who's like been around the block. So basically, he's trying to like give Bruce advice, and Bruce isn't hearing it most of the time. But also too, Bruce's kind of like ability to kind of like always prove Alfred wrong has like shown Alfred that he needs to respect him, and seeing that Alfred like he gives him that OG advice. He's like, I see what you're trying to do, but I need you to understand that bigger powers that work here that you need to let me like tell you about. And that's the thing. There's a whole bunch of shit that we don't know that Alfred knows that we're still waiting to see, because like that's a whole bit about him still working for like MI6 as an operative. Like the whole reason he ends up in Gotham in the first place was to keep an eye on the Black Mask, like not to like stop Black Mask from fucking shit up, but just to keep an eye on him. And so when Alfred sees Bruce like go to work on Black Mask, he's like, oh, like I should stop him because I was told to like let Black Mask fucking chill. Even though he's being awful, like there's so much more like to mine and for like the overall arcing story of just like I'm not even just the Batman series, but also like Superman and Wonder like that's that whole Trinity art story that like I could get into, but that would be a whole other hour, or like, and I would need charts and graphs to like explain that stuff, the Absolute Wonder Woman, and then what's happening. Like I didn't even give you all the story beats happening in Absolute Superman. Like the Peacemaker stuff is literally like at the bottom of the pyramid of other evil niggas fucking Superman up. Like it ain't even just like one dude. Like there's like 8 or 9 people trying to murder Superman in the book, and like 4 of them are like straight up like terrible people in the Legacy DC books. Now they're even worse in this version of the books. So it's just like, damn, shit's crazy over here, son.
Nice.
Yeah, like it's funny that like Marvel and DC both have like there's Ultimate Universe in Marvel where they're kind of like the same story beats happening, but they're both not. But they're not the same. Like they're both good stories telling interpersonal stories about these characters, but like they still feel very different from like like not only should you read the absolute like DC stuff, but you should go out of your way to read the ultimate like Marvel stuff. Like Luke Cage has literally taken over the prisons and like basically made prisons like happy places where like prisoners actually like rehabilitated.
Oh, okay.
Like,
when you said happy places, I was like, wait, no.
Like actual rehabilitation centers, like legitimate rehabilitation centers that also radicalize them to fight against the government.
Nice.
It's like there's a whole like Luke Cage has a manifesto that he'd be happy for Captain America to read. Like it's one of the best bits in the story. Like this, but yeah, I don't want to keep going on.
For sure, we'll go into Ultimate Marvel next week, maybe. I don't know.
That's a new issue, so probably will.
For sure. Well, thank you for that blurred out, Kenny. Good to have you back.
Good to be back.
For sure. Next up, Ash got him.
Well, second weekend in a row, I've been outside.
It was terrible outside this weekend.
I loved it. I was mad earlier today because it started to rain and it was a little chilly on, what was it, Saturday? Saturday was a little chilly. Like it started to cool down.
Wait, this Saturday? Last Saturday? Oh, yeah, last Saturday. Yeah, it was a little chilly. It was a little chilly.
Yeah, yesterday. Yesterday it got a little chilly.
It was not.
After, in the shade, it got a little chillier. And I ain't like that. But
what?
Either way,
97 degrees every day.
No, I mean yesterday was like 77. I was like, ugh, it's cooler out. Ill.
It must have been a part neighborhood you was in, because it was definitely not 77.
It's always a little colder the farther north you go.
But I'm right by the lake, so I get a cool breeze. But there was no breeze. It was hot.
I don't know. I must have been, near a ghost or something, because there were some cold spots. But either way, it was still a nice day weather-wise. We celebrated my cousin's birthday. He is 24.
That's it. I remember, because I started smoking weed at 23.
Wow. But so we hit up some spots in the West Loop. I was pretty much the official chaperone, just taking pictures for my aunt.
How much did you all end up spending in the West Loop? Because that ain't
not a lot actually. Because so we hit up like 4 spots. We went to Elements Karaoke Bar first, which if you got in before 10, it was free, and you got a free shot. Okay. You also get a free shot if you follow their Instagram.
Okay.
But because it was my cousin's birthday, he got a free drink. I got my free shot and my drink that came to maybe about $22. Because they like automatically put a tip in too. So
you said you got one drink and it was $22?
One drink, a free shot, and the like tip was already incorporated into the bill.
Never going to the West Loop.
So that was like 22. Yo, they had soju. I'm about to be excited. Like, ooh, soju. It was like the bigger bottle, $30.
Yep.
Girl, I said absolutely not. Y'all, your goddamn mind. But anyway, $22 for a drink and a free shot. Cool. Then we headed over to. They tried to go to. Where the fuck did they try to go? I can't remember. They tried to go somewhere, but it was like too many people. So then we went to PB&J. My cousin saw another friend. Well, he saw a friend that was working the bar, so he got a free beer.
Okay.
I ain't getting nothing there. Then we went over to Emporium, and because we had registered for some event that was happening that night, we got free tokens. So there was like 7 of us all together, so we had like 70 tokens between all of us.
Did the machines work at this Emporium?
We didn't use the machines. We just went up to the bar and was like, hey, can I get my free tokens? Here's my RSVP.
Well, that's what I mean. Like, did the arcade machines work?
Oh, yeah.
Not all Emporium arcade machines. The one in Wicker. Steve gave us a bunch of free tokens. Half the games worked.
Yeah, I would say like maybe most of them were working. I had to dip out and go to Ramen San because I hadn't had no food yet. And I'm like, I'm tiny. I need food. Emporium don't sell food. And then where did we head after that? Oh, and then we went to Tudas or something. It was like a Mexican spot, like a Mexican club spot. That one of his friends was with us, had a friend who was DJing at that spot, so we got in on that guest list. And then we got another drink there. I got like a seltzer for like $12 or something. So I'd say overall. Oh, and then I got another drink when I was at Ramen San as well, and that with my gyoza was about $22 after tip. So all in all, what was it 44? 4 plus maybe $56.
Yeah, going out expensive. It costs $100 to go outside.
In the West Loop, especially.
$56 last night, and that got me gyoza, 3 drinks, and a shot.
Did you pay for the shot?
No.
The free stuff. Cool.
No, but I'm saying all for everything that I ate and consumed. $56. So not bad.
Have a coupon for anywhere?
Well, that's what the RSVP for Emporium was. RSVP for Emporium, getting into the first spot before 10, getting that shot because I followed them on Instagram.
Did you quickly unfollow them on Instagram? Because I would have, just out of spite.
No, because it looked like a spot that I might want to hit up later. Like it was cute, but again, it was before 10, so not a whole lot was happening. And I thought they had karaoke in like the main lounge area, but it was just for the private rooms. But it was fine. And then I've recently become obsessed with the new Netflix movie K-pop Demon Hunters.
Okay.
I did not expect to like that movie as much as I did.
It was a movie? It's not a show?
It's just a movie. Everybody's calling for 3 seasons and a movie and a prequel. But it's by Sony Animation, so this one is in fact Spider-Verse animated team. Well, not maybe the same team, but same studio as Spider-Verse. Yeah, I was like, oh, it'll probably be whatever, like K-pop, anime, blah blah. And I was like, oh my god, this is actually funny. Like, it's playfully poking fun at like some anime tropes and like K-pop fandom. I'm not a K-pop girly, but I'm like, I've seen some of the obsessiveness and stuff of K-pop fans and just like what it is to be a K-pop idol and all that kind of stuff. So I found it amusing in that regard. It was definitely a lot nicer about K-pop fandom, and I think because this was mostly in Korea, I'm like, if you were to show this as American Western K-pop fans, I don't think it was going to be as nice and kumbaya. But yeah, so I was like, oh, it'll be whatever. But like the music, I was like, oh shit. Okay, these are some like solid lyrics. Like again, I'm thinking this is just kind of like a throwaway animation for Netflix. They're not going to put much effort into the lyrics. You know, I'm very much of the Disney Renaissance growing up. Like, you know, I like the Disney musicals and the songs that are in it, but it's just like a feel to the Disney musicals that's like, it feels Disney. This is going to be in a family movie kind of situation. These songs could easily have been on any K-pop album. The way the lyrics were, like the lyrics worked for the context of the movie, but they also work by themselves. I'm like, why are these lyrics so good? And come to find out, the dude that like wrote the lyrics has also wrote for like I think Blackpink and BTS. I'm like, okay, well that makes sense. This dude, that's like getting fucking like what's his name, Pharrell or something, or like Timbaland to like make music for a movie.
Timberland would use AI.
Well, he would use AI now. I'm talking like old school Timbaland.
Whatever happened to Timberland.
Yeah, but yeah, it was fun. Like, it definitely felt rushed in some areas of like, yeah, this could have been better fleshed out in a series. But yeah, I'm like, yeah, Netflix is gonna milk the shit out of this because I told my friend, I'm like, I would definitely go to like a live reenactment of this movie, or not reenactment, but like if they were to put this in theaters and make it like a concert experience type thing, I would. I'd go. I want merch. I like the villains because of course I do. They're hot guys.
It looked like the Powerpuff Girls versus the Rowdy Rough Boys. 1, 2.
Yes.
Yeah. And it's funny because the girl group, they actually have like little Powerpuff caricatures of themselves on some of their fans t-shirts and stuff, but like the girls were like really likable. I liked Mira. She's very deadpan, very Daria coded. Loved her. She was fun. And again, the villains, the Saja Boys, god damn, those songs were catchy. Again, I went in very like, oh, whatever, people are saying this is overhyped, blah blah blah, and I watched it, I was like, oh shit, they got me. They got me. I've been playing the songs on repeat, if not singing it in my head. Like, the singing's really good, the lyrics are really good. I hear that like out of the top 10 global charting songs on like Spotify, 8 of those spots are songs from this movie.
Jesus.
I'm like, damn.
Horrifying.
Yeah. But yeah, so I don't know if I would necessarily recommend it to you guys, though.
I hate musicals. When you mentioned the music, I was like, nope, not for me.
Yeah, like if you're not like, because like again, just because I'm
nice.
Just because I'm not into K-pop doesn't mean there's not like a few K-pop songs that are on my playlist. That's just how the nature of the beast tends to be. I will hear 1 or 2 songs from a random group, like, oh, I like this, but I don't know who the fuck these people are. There'd be like 50 million niggas in these groups. I'm like, what?
And
who's this one?
And rotate.
And and they be rotating them. They retire you at like fucking 30.
That's funny.
30
when you get drafted.
You get 20, they like, get out of there.
Well, you definitely have to. You have to do your rounds in their military, but like they'll leave a spot for you if you want to come back.
Like, you really have to. Oh,
yes.
God.
In Korea, yeah, even the celebrities are not safe. They ain't I got bone spurs. Get your ass in this army and serve your term. You got 1 year, and then I think they have like a special side of their military, like the boy band military, something they call it. Like if you're like a singer or something, then like after you served your term, you're like honorary member of the boy band army or whatever it is. But I respect it. I respect the fact that like these celebrities are like, I need to do my term for my country. Let me go shave my head. Let me go do what I gotta do. I mean, luckily for them, they ain't in like active warfare. It's pretty much just training and like whatever.
It always is until America.
Yeah. But it's like it's training them up regardless. It's like we're not active, but if we need to get active, at least you know how to load a fucking gun.
Oh, you gotta get active. Oh,
you know how to load a gun. You know what to do if we need to call you to the front lines type thing. But anyway, yeah, so music was great. Animation was cool. I had a great time. I'm going to be buying a lot of merchandise at the next artist alley I get to.
Nice.
Good times.
Darren, you sounded like you had thoughts on this one.
Oh no, I just saw a clip of them dropping into the hot zone, and I was like, oh, I gotta watch this.
Oh yeah, that was them on their way to their concert, and their plane got hijacked by demons, so they had to fight.
Yeah, see, that's the type of shit that's right up my alley.
Yeah, that was really cool. Really fun. It doesn't take itself too seriously. You know, but like certain points really do hit. Like there's one song near the finale that actually makes me tear up, and that could just be my period starting soon, but I tear up at that song of just like it could be like a queer anthem, honestly. Like I could see this being sung at like a drag show or something of just like self-acceptance and just being who you are in your full capability in all of the brokenness and all of the unsightliness. Like just love yourself for all of what you are. And I'm like, oh my god,
you are beautiful no matter what they say.
Right.
Keep you down. No. Very
Good
cool.
shit.
Did you just sing the Christina Aguilera?
Goddamn right.
It
would either be that or I'm Pretty by TLC.
You can buy your nose if you say so. You can wear your own makeup, and that can help. But does it? Oh, damn it! I can't remember that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That one
if you look inside
didn't stand the test.
Find out who am I to be in a position to make you feel so damn unpretty.
Pretty.
And like guitar.
There you go.
If you feel I'm pretty too.
There it is.
That's all I remember. There's that part.
I only remember the part. I remember they said I'm pretty.
Yeah.
Right.
But Ash, getting back to your blurred out.
Yeah, that's basically it. My obsession with this movie. I'll give it probably like another week, and I'll probably be over it. Like,
I don't know. I feel like when it comes to your movie obsessions, at least 2 weeks.
Well, it's not even so much the movie; it's the music.
I don't know. She still be posting Deadpool Wolverine stuff.
I do. I'm still reading fanfics. That's different.
Exactly. That ain't different.
Oh,
That ain't different. That ain't different.
No,
That's exactly different.
No,
that's
no.
exactly what Mike was saying. That is not. That is exactly what Mike was talking about. Right there.
No, I'm saying my obsession with Deadpool and Wolverine is different from what I like about K-pop Demon Hunters.
I hear you.
Because I'm not actually shipping as hard as I normally would. Surprisingly. It's like the main couple that they port as like the main ship. I'm like, yes, I agree. That's cute. Whatever. But I'm not really doing my like yaoi shipping with like the other boys. I have my theories about like who be a top, who be a bottom, whatever. But I'm not about to seek out fanfics on them. Because we didn't really get to know them either. They're very much just place cards, which is, again, it just ties into the whole theme of like making fun of, or playfully making fun of K-pop stereotypes. So yeah, there's not as heavy shipping element for me.
There was no K-drama stereotypes thrown in there?
Oh, it was the K-drama. There was a K-drama moment where it's like they have their meet cute, and it's like the 3 different takes of the same. Oh, I bumped into your shoulder. Let me show you that 3 different times with 3 different angles, slow mo, dramatic music. No hand holding. They almost gave you a hand hold and they faked it out, which was hilarious because it was so petty. Like it was fun. But yeah, because I'm not really shipping like that, like I do with Deadpool and Wolverine, the obsession will probably just remain amongst the music. And so my Spotify rap list at the end of the year is probably going to be like fucking K-pop Demon Hunters.
All right. Well, thank you, Ashley.
Yeah.
Last but not least, Darren.
Okay. I watched some wrestling. I watched one of the worst promos I've seen from CM Punk in quite a while.
What was bad about it?
He came in dressed like a 90s white guy rapper and proceeded
Jamie Green?
Yeah.
Malibu's Most Wanted?
Might as well win.
Yeah.
He came in and then did his thing to the chagrin of my brain. And, he was doing the old school Cena stuff where Cena used to come in.
All those
weird economics deal. And that was I didn't need that.
No.
You know, mind you, on Netflix, John Cena gave us the most, not Netflix, but I think last SmackDown, John Cena gave us one of the most fire promos on CM. That was just so good. And it's just like, CM Punk has just been been put through the ringer all weekend because of Saudi Arabia and stuff. Like, the memes have been chef's kiss.
Oh, absolutely. The fact that he had to apologize to the Saudi.
Yes. So, Mike, you need to look up. Yeah, you need to look up CM Punk, Saudi Arabia tweet.
We talked about it last week. Yeah.
Okay. So you're caught up. So yes, like I have been, I have been a person who has said like CM Punk is a person who is full of shit for a while, and like I have been tired of it. So to see him being humiliated, like this is a ritual humiliation tour that the WWE is putting this man through. Like,
not WWE. That's all Triple H.
No, listen, no. WWE. No, Darren, come on. What we are living in the TKO is WWE. Like Triple H just has some say, but TKO runs this bitch. And they are just as responsible as Triple H for the CM Punk that we are seeing. And it is just like
if WWE gets mad at us showing pictures.
God, he
mad
looks
about
so
everything else.
It looks so corny, but that Cubs jersey is fire. Like me and my partner were like, yeah, that Cubs jersey is great. But yeah, like CM Punk, buddy, like since he's returned to WWE, it has just been it has just been like, dude, man, all you had to do was all you had to do was just shut the fuck up. They gave you your own show on AEW, which you did deserve. Like they was letting you do your thing, and you had to just be a sour fucking puss. Like that is why I'm a Colt Cabana man all the way. Like that is the person that CM Punk sued, who also was his coworker in AEW, and he got out of pocket when Colt Cabana's name was brought up in a promo by the great cowboy Hangman Page. So CM Punk, man, like he just don't know how to be mature, G. Like I'm sorry, like
also,
it's just
he's in his feelings a lot. He got treated bad once, and he was like, "Look, ain't nobody gonna ever treat me bad again."
Yeah,
everything.
But like talking out the side of your fucking
Saudis are not a democracy. Like I'm pretty sure the Saudis can come into this country and bring you back to Saudi Arabia, and no one can stop them.
Like, well, I mean, there's some good guys and some bad guys on this. Bring them back, baby.
It's like I'm well aware that
on both sides.
That's the thing. That's the thing about like being stuck in a capitalistic hellscape. I'm well aware that my dollars are being used for things that I don't like, including on media like WWE. Like I get the Peacock Network for free through my internet. So like, yeah, I'm gonna watch this. I'm gonna watch WWE when I can. And it's just like, like for most of the time, it's just okay. Like I still think AEW is a far superior product. There's some other wrestling promotions too, but like. If you just want like some mindless wrestling, like WWE is right there, and it's just like all you gotta do is just sometimes don't be fucking weird, and WWE keeps fumbling that shit. Like there was a possibility of war breaking out, and they still flew people over to Saudi Arabia for some wrestling. Like, gee, like.
But Jenny, I don't want to cut you off, but Darren was doing the blurred out.
Oh no, yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah.
I was saying things that I was probably going to end up saying anyway.
For sure.
Let's see. I already said the whole thing about him doing that. Then PLE was Saturday. I didn't have fun with it. I'm realizing I'm gonna have to slow down on the WWE until they doing something I'm interested in. Like I'm used to just watching all the way through and going, okay, there's nothing in here. Maybe next week. Now I'm gonna just have to sit back until I hear somebody go, "Hey, you need to see this," and then I'll go and look at it. Because as it stands, WWE is not doing
in my
anything.
Death Row Records voice. Come over to AEW.
I'm on that, especially
Hey,
Tony Storm and her stuff with Mercedes.
Yes,
nice.
We're getting fed in the women's division in AEW right now.
I felt that way about.
Finally picking up.
Where is that? Sorry, I was talking to myself, but no, no, just going back to what I'm sorry, I have not slept much today. What is your name again?
Darren.
Sorry.
I mean, you can just call me the name that's on the screen if you ever.
I'm sorry, Darren.
If you can't remember, it's like you could just use the name that's on that screen right now.
It's this Dim Sum, but that's not you.
I mean, you also knows about Dim Sum.
Oh god, I'm so sorry. My brain's not where it needs to be. But no, that whole like just waiting for other people to be like, "Yo, this is good. Watch this." When there's so much content out here nowadays, that's what the content farmers are for. Those people who react and watch everything. That's what you're here for. So I can decide for myself if I do want to jump back in, because like anime, it's too much shit out now. It's too much shit out.
Oh yeah,
there's already
the Chinese and threw their head in, the Koreans and thrown their head in.
I mean, I'm old enough now that I have very particular taste, so I can generally have a good gauge of what I'm going to want to watch. But even then, there's stuff that I said I was going to watch, and I'm like 2 weeks behind. I done fell off because I'm like.
It's to the point where shows that I like, I don't even watch anymore. I'll be like, man, I love this show. Oh, these first few episodes, I'm never going to stop watching this ever. This is my life. I don't want to watch this no more.
I was reading My Hero Academia until one day it switched off.
Yeah. No, now I will say the Vigilantes one is pretty good. I have been enjoying.
I wanted to see that because, like, that's one of the shows that I watch all the way through. My Hero, I will watch that as soon as it airs. So Vigilantes came out, and I was like, I'm good. I'll wait.
No, well, if you're still good on My Hero, then maybe that's why. Because I fell off of My Hero somewhere around. What season are we in? 3, 4? I think we're in season 5. Yeah,
I mean, it's wrapping up though. So
it's wrapping up. The manga's done, but the anime, I want to say we're somewhere in maybe season 5, season 4. I want to say I stopped somewhere around season 3 after they pretty much wrapped up the Todoroki family arc, because that was the most interesting storyline was the Todoroki family.
I think I fell off during that arc.
Yeah, because that was the most interesting to me. But Vigilantes, with it not having anything to do with the school, and it's just literal street justice, and Knuckle Duster, who is like as close as we gonna get to Batman. Oh my god, I love Knuckle Duster. Like every episode, I'm like, oh my god, do I have a crush on Knuckle Duster? Oh my god. Okay. It's funny. It's like my like for one character increases but then my like for another one decreases. But yeah, I feel you, Darren. We can't watch everything, even when we do like the thing.
Darren, can I ask you a question?
Yes.
What did you not like about Night of Champions? Because I have opinions too. I want to know.
Night of Champions?
Yeah.
Because it seems like, I don't know if it's just Triple H or if it's the people that set up the endings, but every ending of the last, I want to say, like 10 PLEs is finisher, 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 kick out, kick out, kick out. 8 motherfuckers come in and ruin the fight. Referee takes an uppercut to the chin and passes out for 8 minutes. Some old motherfuckers come in and hit people with belts, tables. And oh my God, is that a guy in a black hoodie? Oh, some guy in a black hoodie. He just came in and did a thing. Oh, he's with him. Oh.
When you say belt, do you mean like the
Not a belt.
Okay. Yeah, that's what I'm like. We whooping people?
No, they did do that. Rhea Ripley did take her belt off and whip the other chick that she was fighting. So
of course, it was woman on woman belting.
Yo, that match was actually really good. Like,
yeah, that match was nice.
I bet it was.
Like, no, it was the best match. Like, they was beating a shit out of each other, actually, not because they were.
No, the way Darren was talking.
Listen, they were in. Like, this is the first time I'm gonna say when they were in Saudi Arabia, but they actually could wear their hair down. I feel like they had to be fully dressed, covered head to toe to even wrestle. So
and
actually you have to be a little bit. Yeah, basically they were definitely dressed like leather mommies, but they beat the shit out of each other. It was insane. Oh my God! There was a table spot where I did not think she was gonna pop out Rhea Ripley, and she just crushed her. That's the thing about WWE. They have actual wrestlers who can give you good matches, but they do the thing that Darren was mentioning. And mind you, you have some really fresh young talent, but we're no disrespect to John Cena because it is his final tour type of deal. But watching CM Punk and John Cena as the close is just in 2025. It's just yo, what are we doing here? Just Cody Rhodes and Randy Orton had a great match yesterday too, but Randy Orton is also old as shit. He looks like a great wrestler, but there's so many good young wrestlers. WWE got Penta and his brother Ray Phoenix, and they have Dragon Lee. They have all this tremendous talent who could be in these positions to have these great matches where you will have to do a million run-ins that Darren mentioned, but they only use it for the YouTube TV specials.
That's because they have people that they have to appease. AEW is one man pulling everything. It's one man that's I want to see these matches.
Yes, AEW is only run by me. If I just had a literal well of money, and I owned 2 football teams, and I just wanted to have a wrestling company, yeah, I can have the Jacksonville Jaguars, $1 billion franchise, just show up at my wrestling show, do a bit, that's the man we're dealing with. But he also gives us some of the best matches and some of the most, and just everything Darren discussed that's not good by WWE is done well in AEW. Even the
AEW is less than leg.
It's if you wanna watch, if you're more into the soap opera, if you want every 3 years you see a wrestling wedding, if that's what you're looking for, you definitely going to go to WWE. They got that all the time. It's drama. It's you watching a K drama. It's people in the back I can't believe you kissed my dude and try to bring him to a hotel.
And you know what, Darren? I feel that's gonna come to an end. I don't think we're gonna see stuff like that anymore. I think in terms of drama and storytelling, that's the one thing I'd say WWE has kind of fixed is that not everything is a fucking love arc. It's more about
that's
factions.
True. And I haven't seen a wedding in years.
Yeah, and more about women are being treated as actual women of agency. So you haven't gotten that type of visual in ages, and that's mostly because Vince McMahon's perverted as God. So
you would think. I mean, he was the one that shot down the lesbian angle. Like it was two lesbians that wanted to do an angle where they were the ones that was getting into like the.
But you still got
who's in a relationship.
Still got HLA though. You still had hardcore lesbian action. So he may have shot down one thing, but you still got hardcore lesbian action. Okay. So like here's the thing, Darren. The things that he like shot down were like they're like over the top extreme, as opposed to like. We really saw Triple H basically fuck a corpse in a funeral home on TV. So like,
what happened?
We don't bring that up. We don't bring that. Nothing happened. Don't worry about it.
We're talking about necrophilia over here.
No, don't worry about that.
Oh yeah, but I say that could be a whole episode of like BlurdDotRadio too. Like that could be a whole thing.
Man, things that happen that should not have happened on TV.
Things that happened that should have happened on TV. Like that could be a whole.
No, Triple H or Vince McMahon?
No, Triple H. Triple H was the actor in it, but Vince McMahon directed him in the said necrophilia fucking.
Yeah, remember this is the guy that was like, "Hey, I want to have an incest angle with my daughter," and they were like, "Wait, we're gonna have to kibosh that."
Hold on. Real quick.
And here's one thing that Vince McMahon shot down: Gold Dust. Dustin Runnels wanted to get implants, to get boobs.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I remember.
Vince turned that down. So that's the thing.
That's a good move.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like there's a limit. Like that's the thing. Vince McMahon line steps, but the way he line steps is so fucking insane. Like it's still a line step moment, but he's like, yeah, when you line step, it's not line steppy enough.
I think he rolled a dice, and if the dice come up over 6, he'd be like, "Let's do some live."
Ungodly.
let's wind this back a bit. But yeah, I didn't mind it too much, but that last match, I just couldn't. Well, you know what? I was gonna say I didn't like the Solo Sikoa match, but Solo Sikoa is so entertaining, man. He's
so fucking funny.
He's a fucking fool, and I love it.
Now that he gets to be a come out, yo, did you see his interview after the?
Oh yeah, he was like, no, stop, man,
stop. Like, okay. 4 letters.
One word.
Yo, okay, fine, Solo. I have to watch it because I'm a huge Jacob Patu fan. So I was not.
Like, you take that belt and you run with that belt. Don't let nobody get that belt off of him for a while.
Yeah, exactly. Yo, Chicken Shit Hill who like talks smash like that. Because that's the thing, like he can still fight, but like he gonna have Jason to take up for the rest of in like the Tongas. Because like like you said, there's so many returns and like people doing run-ins. Yesterday was kind of crazy because like I totally forgot that like there was also like a reveal of like the one Tonga that I've been asking about. Like, where is this other motherfucker at? Left New Japan like a year ago. WWE.
Oh, they had to put him through some training because he did. Don't you know the spin around clothesline? He did that, but then he did the clothesline with the other hand. Like the hand you stick out to do it, he spun around on the right and then hit him with the left hand. I was like, you did it? All right.
Yeah. He definitely, the training is important. But there were just so many things happening. It was just like,
you can only pull that card so many times in a row, though.
Yes.
And like once it's a norm, it's no longer special.
No, not at all. And the bigger thing is your show was called Night of Champions. You only had like
you got crowned as champion.
You only had like two title matches, and like the King of the Rings don't count as like, I mean they count as champions, so they had those two. But they had
like they ain't gonna be rocking them crowns.
No, those crowns are amazing though. And honestly,
they take them out, put them on your head, and then they put them right back in the Saudi wrestling museum that they have there. They took the belts off of them a couple years ago. They was like, "Oh, you want the belt? Take a picture with it." It's right in that museum.
Them golden ticket belts, and then they gave them that green belt. And then they gave like Braun Strowman that green belt that he can go take around the world like ugly as sin. Awful. So there, what did you? Were you surprised they let Jade win King of the Ring? Because I did not see that coming. I thought Asuka was winning.
Oh, I knew they was going because what's her name got the she had the Money in the belt, Money in the Bank. You know
that in context real fast.
Oh, I'm sorry.
So Asuka versus Jade Cargill for Queen of the Ring.
Okay.
chick that looks like a live impersonation of Storm.
Oh my god,
And,
yo, her Storm gear yesterday was so on point, so good.
And so she won, and I knew she was gonna win because Naomi got the Money in the Bank, so it's gonna be a triple threat.
That story through line is gonna be great. But like Bianca has been hurt, so like that was why I was thinking they kind of let that stretch it out a little bit longer. But I can see what you're saying.
I think they're gonna end up putting the belt on Naomi. Or Naomi be the first person that fails cashing in the Money in the Bank because the woman hasn't failed yet.
Real quick,
go ahead.
Yeah.
For the people who don't know what the Money in the Bank is, what is it?
You win it once you climb a ladder and get it off of the belt, off of the top.
It's in a briefcase.
Yeah, and whenever you want to, you can come out and cash it in and fight the champion.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So if the champion just got his ass whooped, but he won, and he's like, "Oh my god, I'm about to go take an ice bath," and you can come out and be like, "No, you're not.
You about to take an ass bath?" I don't
know. Or our champions is cutting a promo and thinking they chill, and all of a sudden they get beat up by somebody else.
Right.
And they just in a suit, not even ready to wrestle.
If you want to come out with 8 motherfuckers and just stomp a dude out, then cash it in, you can do that.
You can do that.
Good.
And which hasn't happened, which I'm like that is something that somebody has to like use at some point.
No, that happened.
But also too, Triple H doesn't like the Money in the Bank, so it might be going away.
And I think he's about to make the first woman fail, and it's going to be a black woman. That's messed up.
I just don't see it. Like people have loved this caution, like this heel Naomi. Like she's been so over. Like why would you let her fail to cash in? Especially the way she won the ladder match. Like in a ladder match that was actually really good. Like I just don't see it.
That's how Bianca gonna come back. She's gonna come back and make her lose it.
See, I don't see it because I think Bianca's part of the storyline still, but like she was the one who kept backing away. Like she just let Jade and Naomi fight each other. So like I don't see her costing either one of them. Like I still feel like there has to be another interaction between either her and Naomi or her and Jade for her to really like be of consequence in their rivalry. That's why I'm like, I can see.
Oh
no.
He was gonna say the word Naomi.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of black girl magic, I watched a little bit of the Ironheart series.
How'd you feel about it?
I felt 2 different ways about it. Mm-hmm. Like when I first watched it, I was like, I can't do this. This isn't good.
What about it wasn't good to you in the offset?
I did not like the slow ramp up. Like I don't like any show with a slow ramp up.
Yeah.
But then I was like,
because it's so often disappointing. They finally get to
a slow burn is hard to do.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta slowly pull somebody in, and it wasn't doing it for me. But I did like the fact that she's smart. I didn't like the fact that she was like basically like talking smack about one of the smartest dudes in the Marvel universe. But I was like, hey, you do what you gotta do, I guess.
Was she talking smack about Tony or something?
Yeah, she was like, I could dog him, but I won't, because he did some things.
Oh yeah, he
like,
did.
No, he saved the fucking. Okay,
wasn't he her mentor in the comics?
In the comics, yes. In the movie, they never met. They never met. So she was just like, "Oh, this dude, he was only where he was because he was rich." And I was like, "That's partly true, but that motherfucker built a suit of armor in a cave."
Mm-hmm.
But I get it.
Real quick, Kenny, are you back? Can you hear us?
You're muted.
Are you? Oh yeah, you are muted.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, my internet went
there
out.
You go.
It just cut back in. So
that was a quick return, though.
Yeah.
Oh, it's gonna be a little spotty. We're talking about Ironheart, or Darren was telling us about his first impressions of Ironheart.
And I at first I was like, I can't watch this show. I don't like the show. And then I watched your broadcast from the museum. And I saw all these bright young black kids being excited about math and science and so many things. And I was like, if this show turns one kid into going into anything of that nature, I was like, I got to give that show a watch. It's like, all right,
For sure.
you did something, and it's not for me, but if it makes one kid go, I want to be in science,
Hey,
Right.
Fine. fine.
And that's the thing
also
too.
don't get into building weapons, kids. There was an aggro.
It's money and weapons, kids.
Stop it! Don't listen to that, kids. First of all, kids shouldn't even be watching this right now.
First off,
Bring your kids in the room.
But I appreciate your take, Darren, because I am still on the fence about watching Ironheart. I love the idea of Ironheart. I just feel like Marvel dropped the ball in getting me excited about Ironheart. And so outside of if I was like, coming from the comics.
I see why they did. It's kind of like that the Batwoman movie that they were like, we can't.
I mean, if you treat it right, like I don't think the Ironheart series did bad as a comic, but just based on what you're saying,
Did it do badly?
Kenny,
wait, what happened?
Ironheart as a
it
comic
wasn't received well.
Oh no, it got critically acclaimed. Like people
It wasn't received well by white dudes.
People didn't like Ironheart, but like no, it made money. Like it got a couple of series. It got viewing a whole bunch of other writing gigs with Marvel. Like Ironheart has been a success. Like it's still one of the books that still move. Like we're sold out of the book right now because she's back on TV. So like the more people like see that Ironheart's around, the more likely it is that her book continue to pick up and get sales. So like don't let white outlets tell you that Ironheart didn't do what it's supposed to do. It did.
So
and
that's
the story, and all the stories have been well written. And shout out to Evie because she talks.
And that's the thing. So
maybe that's where this show failed then, because
it's not adapting more from the comics.
Maybe that's where it's not, because I was like, if this has anything to do with what the comics was talking about,
it sounds like it's not.
I haven't watched it, so I don't know, but I do know that Evie, like a couple of writers from Ironheart, did give show notes, but I can't.
They might not even know. They might not even receive those notes well.
I can't speak on the show until I watch it, but I definitely have read enough Ironheart to be like, okay, this deviated. But from what I've seen, the fact that she actually has iron armor that's pretty on brand from the comic, and the fact that they actually show her being a scientist and being intelligent and like being out in the city, being like the thing about Ironheart, the comic, which is also one of the things that I enjoy about a lot of books when Black writers write with the city. They write with the city as like not just a backdrop, but as a character. And so, like, if Ironheart, the show, is doing that, then it's doing what it's supposed to do. Like Darren, you just said that, like, you mentioned that, like, a bunch of kids who are in STEM seeing the show and being like inspired by it. That's kind of Ironheart's whole bit. Like, she is like this. She is basically one of the smartest people in the Marvel universe, from like full stop. So like, I feel like that's one of those things where, and if the show is doing that, then it's. But it sounds like it's doing it well. You're like the first person I've heard that does like this. So I'm actually interested.
That's the problem for me though. Like I know she's supposed to be like super smart, and the thing is, she's from like Chicago. She's like kind of from the hood, right? Like she's aware of how the hood works. How are you not smart enough to realize that the things that are happening, and you're just like, oh my God, I've been blindsided by this thing that happened by this guy.
A lot of people who are book smart ain't street smart. I don't care if you are from Chicago.
Well, then that sounds like that. That sounds like it's a loss in translation, because like he actually is pretty street smart as well.
Yeah, that's why I'm like, if you, I mean, I know I'm not the smartest dude, but if the dude said the thing that he said to her, I'd be like, oh, I gotta go. Like, I see what's going on.
I mean,
here.
it could be. So remember, my complaint about Wednesday is that it wasn't written, or my excuse for my complaint was it wasn't written for somebody who's 42 years old.
Yeah.
Maybe this is one that, like, another one that a kid who's 13 is going to watch, and this is going to be their favorite show. And then when they turn like 30, they're going to watch it again and be like, wait a minute, that was.
Or even like Miss Marvel.
Write that like that.
And here's the thing, like I said, it's a complete wash. If it makes one black kid go, I want to be a scientist. It's already a good show. I don't even care.
For sure.
It's just not for me to watch. That's all.
Yeah, and that's the thing, like, it's okay, but it's just not for you, because that was me with Miss Marvel. Like, I liked it, but it wasn't for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, this is it. Yes.
And there's
And I
so
think
many.
sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Oh, Team Disney is what I meant. Not Disney.
No, I was gonna say that I think we need to remember that like these are still teenagers, like and in terms of the story, like how they react. So they're going to act immaturely. They're not act, but act completely professionally. Like that's one of the things that I really enjoy about Ironheart and Miss Marvel the comics is that like they still have those bits of like learning to be an adult, learning to be what it means to be an adult, and like navigating teenage life, like not even getting to adulthood just yet, but like managing teenage life and being a superhero doesn't mean you're always the smartest, the most, even the street smartest or the book wisest. Like you still run up against shit that just throws you off guard. I think like we give a little bit too much power to writers and storytellers and saying like this character has to do all these things immediately. It's like I think that has to actually. That's why I think those shows aren't for me. Is because they actually let the characters be immature. Or I'm like, I need to be smarter.
Exactly. And a lot of these,
I'm not gonna relate to that because I'm too old. I'm an adult.
Yeah. And a lot of the vitriol I feel like I see online from folks complaining about Miss Marvel and Ironheart, mostly from dudes, is that
complaining
you
about
know, aside from just like rage baiting and all that, it's like you're looking at this from an adult, let alone cis man mind. There is shit that even I, as a black cis woman in their early 30s, don't want to watch because it's teenage nonsense. And my brain just can't go back to like, oh, I remember when I was 14, I was stupid like that. Because I wasn't stupid like that at 14. And even if I was, I don't want to relive that.
A thing that I want to point out isn't just that the characters are teenagers, it's just the show is written for teenagers.
Exactly. Yeah. So it's like you can look at something and be like, you know what, if I was 14, I would probably enjoy this. Not everything that is meant for kids will also resonate with adults. There are some that will. And oftentimes, especially if there's like teenage or kid characters, they're not really written as kids. Like there's like an adult maturity to them just in a child body. And that's why you're able to like tolerate it more. But like even in my everyday life, I don't want to be around kids. Just because of
Ashley does hate kids. That's the thing.
I don't hate them. It's just I don't hate kids. It's just my tolerance for being around them is very limited, just based on like what they want to talk about and their maturity levels. Same as some of these shows. You know,
part of the problem is I call it my gravity falls theory. We ended up having a time frame where you have so many good cartoons that were meant for children, but actually also doubled as being really good for adults. So like in our 20s and 30s, we got Regular Show, Gravity Falls, Steven
Adventure Time.
You got all these cartoons that while they were child-centric, actually had deeper meanings and messages that actually were like refined for adults.
Also, Regular Show played New Kids on the Block.
Dude, Regular Show had Tyler the Creator and Donald Glover doing freestyle battles in a park. It was like.
But rewind back to Ironheart. Darren, do you feel like you're gonna pick the show back up, or have you just been like, is it that thing where it's like if I hear somebody tell me it's good, I'll go back?
If like by the end of it, somebody goes, it spun and did something nice, it did something interesting, I might go back and take a look at it. But for now, it's like it's not for me. And the thing is, I liked Miss Marvel. Like I watched that whole thing. I was like, oh, nice. And
I didn't hate it.
You like Miss Marvel, but Ironheart is not hitting for you yet. Interesting.
Yeah, that's that. Maybe it's the powers thing. Maybe that's what it. Because when Iron Man first came out, I was like, all right, it's a dude in the suit. I like it.
I thought that was going because I believe we went to go see this movie together. I just wanted for the people who grew up with good superhero movies, we need the movie to be good.
Yeah, we was like, oh, here we go. It's a dude in the suit.
More slop. Okay.
And then you watch it, and you're like, oh,
I didn't.
No.
Whatever. The opposite of whatever you always say.
You didn't like it?
Oh, I love Iron Man. I'm just being
well then, what the hell? What the hell?
Yeah, I'm just being an asshole. No, Iron Man was amazing.
So
he
when
built that thing with a box of traps in a cave. Why are you yelling at this nerd? It's not his fault. He's not a smart nerd.
Yeah, and that also him and something that involves him is also one of the things I was like about the show. But Obadiah Stane, I was like, oh boy, all right. But all right. Also, I'm very very upset about the casting of the Street Fighter movie.
Wait, is that official?
I'll break it all down once you
just real quick. When I talk about how I've played both Steve and DJ Elokari in fighting games and beat the shit out of them with like one move, it's because I played against this guy who can beat the shit out of me. Street Fighter was an important thing in our development as young black nerds. Yeah, I'll let Darren take it from there.
Oh no, it very much was. We would travel and go to people's houses and be like, I have my own controller. Let me plug this in. Oops, you died. I'm going home now. That would be the. That's Bishop was there, and then you didn't fight him. But anyway, Bishop. So the casting of this distressed me. Chun-Li, I don't know who that woman is. It's a woman. It's
you pull up the roster for that?
It's a woman named Kalina Leong, and I'd never seen anything that she was in. Good luck to her.
That's not necessarily a bad thing. She could be, you know.
I know, that's what I'm saying. She might be real great. She better work them thighs out, though. Andrew Koji as Ryu. Now, I've seen him in Warrior.
Yeah,
I believe. No, not Warrior. Warrior. He kicks all of the ass. And if he's going to be Ryu, beef him up a little bit, I'm cool with him. He's all right. Fine. Then when I found out Ken is the dude that played Atom Smasher in the Black Adam movie.
I have no clue who. Like, I saw Black Adam, and I have no clue who that guy
is. Do you see?
He was the Ant-Man of the movie, right?
Yeah, he was the dude that grew and just constantly got crapped on about it. Yeah, you see that, right? 50 Cent is about to be Balrog.
Listen, here's the thing.
And here's wait, hang on.
Go ahead.
Wait, Orville Peck as Vega?
I'm down with that one.
Yes. It's the only perfect casting in the movie.
I literally just saw this nigga on Drag Race. What are you talking about?
Like, bro, when they said Orville Peck is going to be a Street Fighter, I didn't have to ask who's going to be. I knew he was going to be Vega.
Yeah, you already knew that.
You already knew.
Oh. Is he gonna still wear his mask?
If they said he was gonna be 12.
I mean, of course, he's Orville Peck. He literally wears a mask.
I know, but that mask. He's gonna switch it to the
Vega mask.
Listen, he better have the Vega mask. Like, why the fuck would he not? Like,
because he's Orville.
Like, if that's a Street Fighter movie, and like they don't have Vega in the mask, it's not a Street Fighter movie. That's like Balrog not putting no boxing gloves at some point.
Well, it's Hollywood. Don't act like they won't.
Listen,
Street Fighter movies have not traditionally been good.
No, but if there can be, they can still be fun.
I gotta believe 50 Cent is gonna actually rock the Balrog boxing gloves and the ridiculous cut off.
Remember, the last Balrog was a cameraman.
Yeah.
Let's not forget that the last Honda was a boom mic operator.
It was a boom mic operator.
But anyway,
they were also fighting against the terrorists behind the lines with Chun-Li and her ninja stealth stuff.
Yeah. They had what's his name from the Black Eyed Peas.
All I'm saying is Street Fighter the movie with coked out Jean-Claude Van Damme is one of the greatest things ever. Okay.
What happened?
Street Fighter with coked out Jean-Claude Van Damme.
Oh,
top tier.
Want to get to my bullet?
Yeah,
that's so hard.
Yeah, that's hard as shit. That's hard as shit, bro.
It was accidentally good.
There was only 2 good lines in that movie, and it was
yeah.
Like, one is about a Tuesday, and the other is just coked out Jean-Claude Van Damme.
Shout out to Raw Julia even putting up with that production.
Listen,
he was dying.
Yeah, he
Dude
was
had stomach cancer. Bro had stomach cancer and still gave us. For me. It was a Tuesday. Like
in a smoking jacket. You know,
cinema. Cinema.
You know what?
Tell me. Cinema.
Well, Darren, you haven't finished your points yet. This is
I was just going through the list of people. Andrew Schultz, known somewhat racist dude.
He's a racist prick. That's right.
I'm good with it. He's gonna be Dan. Why?
Dan Hibiki? You can get somebody better as Dan Hibiki. You know who will make a better Dan Hibiki? Tom Segura. Get somebody that's like goofy to play.
So yeah, and of course, Jason Momoa as
Blanca.
So that's
you forgot the best one. Roman Reigns as Akuma.
I'm not even gonna mention that.
One of our best.
They used his government name, so I didn't recognize him.
Oh yeah, that's. And here's the thing, I'll somewhat allow that. But he can't be doing no spears or no motherfucking drive-bys.
Let's say you already know. Like, it makes no sense that he's Akuma. Like, when I saw that, I was like,
it's going to be the hardest dude in the streets, and you got a dude that's going to be like this.
A submarine in half.
Akuma is a
Punching
whole
mountains.
Like Akuma is actually like a real fighter. Like Roman Reigns is wrestling. I guess when I think of Street Fighter, I kind of want the actors to actually know how to
fight.
Yeah.
Roman Reigns was a wrestler. Like,
you got two dudes on that cast that can fight, and they're talking about Walter Goggins being M. Bison maybe.
Who's Walter Goggins? Nope.
The older white dude, he's the ghoul in
this guy.
Yeah,
he doesn't have the teeth for it. That's that could maybe be
a predator. I mentioned him earlier.
He's got to be the skinny Bison from 2, because he can't be no alpha Bison.
Bison is enormous. Chin.
I mean, Raul Julia. Remember, they had to inflate Raul Julia's body to give him the look of M. Bison. So they'll movie magic that shit.
But all I know is if it ain't as good as the fan-made movie, then you failed. You've already you put all these people in here to fail.
Yeah. I mean, it's not looking good.
No.
That and the Street Fighter story itself, not the best story in the world.
It's not the best story. It really
definitely has a hard time moving forward. Keeps going back.
It's like, listen, we can't get away from Ken and Ryu. We have to.
Yeah.
3 was going to be a whole cast of new people.
Alex.
And Alex was the head dude in that.
Basketball player guy could have been the new Ryu and/or Ken. Sean. The blackest name in Street Fighter characters
we
ever
can't
had.
release this without characters people know, otherwise they won't play it. So put Ryu in
good game. That's my favorite Street Fighter.
So yeah, that's gonna be you know what? I'm gonna give it a chance. I'm not mad.
Is Balrog? I'm not mad.
He's mad. He's already in. He said he's already in training. So I was like, you know what? Go for it.
He boxed before he got shot.
Yeah, it's their casting to the movie. It makes sense.
Yeah, and especially who they turned Balrog into, unfortunately. He was just Mike Bison for a while, and then they were just like, "Hey, put him in a hoodie, give him a big ass gold chain, make his face twisted up all the time." If he yells out 5 before he punches somebody, it's my favorite movie. I'm just going
1, 2,
5. Wow.
All I know is it's way better casting than putting Taboo from the Black Eyed Peas as Vegas.
But he can break dance.
You had the dude that was singing in American Pie as motherfucking Nash. Get out of here.
This was just a bad idea altogether.
Look at this.
Rest in peace.
Chris Klein as Charlie Nash. That dude was like, I'm on all the drugs. I can't focus.
They were Van Damme did it on all the drugs.
Yeah,
you can type in any clip from that fucking performance, and you be like, oh, he's on coke.
That's fucked up right now. I hope they don't make up any more characters. This.
Oh, you know they gotta have a.
So is her name Moon Bloodgood? What sort of cult?
That's a real.
Yeah, see the smile right here? She's done terrible things.
Sorry.
Her name is Moon.
Sir, that's just a name.
Hey, man.
Moon Bloodgood?
Yeah.
Yes.
Is that a stage name or her government name?
Bad,
That's her given name from her family. What is wrong with y'all?
What do you mean, what is wrong with me? They have 50 Cent up there as 50 Cent. That's not his government name.
Oh, you fair.
That could have been,
fair.
yeah. What does it say? Moon's father? Because Moon I can see as a given name, but the Bloodgood?
Oh, okay. So it was
it's Dutch.
Turned it to Bloodgood.
Bloodgood.
Yeah.
Yeah, like Frank Ducks changed his name from Frank Duck.
But it's still pronounced Bloodgood.
I mean, it's in another language. Lots of things are pronounced. There's a Japanese word that's pronounced nigga.
True. True.
Doesn't mean nigga.
Nigga is their version of which, okay.
Doesn't drink alcohol. Those people are creepy. Has a fear.
What? Don't come for them. Stop that. My Nana doesn't drink alcohol. She's just a Christian conservative woman.
I don't think. Never mind.
Not that kind of conservative. She's just a conservative person.
I didn't say anything.
I'm looking at Mike side-eyeing me.
Oh, okay. All right, fair. All right.
My Nana is not the worst out there.
That's probably true.
And I also finished my week off watching another B movie.
All right.
A movie called
Listen, as your friend, I'm kind of jealous that you're watching these B movies without me.
Oh man, I wish we could go back to doing the nights, man. Because this movie, it's a movie called Ski 2, I believe it was called.
The second Ski.
No, Surf 2. I'm sorry.
The second Surf.
Here's the thing about Surf 2. They never made a Surf 1. That's number one. and the tagline for the movie is the best trilogy ever made, and they never made a 3. So
what
right there.
Okay, that is camp in and of itself. It's Surf 2, there's not a 1, and they ain't making.
Oh no. All right. Trailer segment isn't on yet, but I would like to see this trailer.
That is hilarious. There's not even a first
one.
That
lets you know where this movie's coming from when they go.
This is gonna be absolute.
In the great tradition of American classics, we bring you Surf 2, the end of the trilogy.
The end of the trilogy, but it's the second.
The surf wars continue when a mad genius pollutes innocent surfer youth and the free beaches of America.
This nuclear physicist or Nobel laureate have been surfers? I'll tell you, none.
It's a sprawling surf saga.
Romance.
Adventure beneath boiling seas. Struggle against uncontrolled substances. And a race to the death by freedom fighters, protecting your right to surf and the American way.
Oh no.
Surf 2 with music.
All right, there we go.
Split ends, the circle jerks, the beach boys, and more.
I'm sorry, the circle jerks. What is that?
You didn't hear that.
I heard that.
The beach itself and the two greatest
he broke his neck.
He missed the water.
He did not make the water.
Yeah, that's a big whip.
It's the American way.
It's the American way, guys.
Of the Surf Wars trilogy. If you missed Surf 1,
Oh my God.
You notice how they're saying if you miss Surf 1,
you guys be mature enough to take surfing
Yeah,
seriously.
That is Eric Stoltz right there.
Surf 2.
Eric Stoltz, what happened?
Now, here's the thing about that trailer.
That's
it didn't
crazy
tell
about
you
the trailer.
anything that happens in that movie.
No.
Wait, are none of those scenes in the movie? Could that be even funnier? None of the scenes are in the movie?
No, those scenes are in the movie, but they didn't tell you anything that happened in that movie.
They tell you it's the American way, Darren. What are you talking about?
Yeah,
Look.
yeah.
It
I mean,
sold
it is
me
funny.
on vibes. This movie looks campy as hell. that movie actually looks hilarious.
I'll tell you that.
They were like, here's the thing. They are so about surfing. You would think that a movie like this is like, oh, titties, 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 titties everywhere. Right?
Titties.
But they're
got
so
mad.
about surfing that when they got the girls back to their house, they was giving each other stories about surfing. And the girls like took their tops off and was like, hey guys, and they was like, oh, you're naked. Anyway, so I was surfing this girl, right? And they just went right back to talking about surfing. And the girls left.
As you should.
The story is about a dude that didn't like surfers, and he made a drink called Buzz Cola that turns you into a zombie. Congratulations.
Cool. Also, but surfing, zombies, surfing, titties,
eating garbage.
The zombies.
It looks hilarious. It looks so stupid.
The first 10 minutes, I was like, okay, I'm watching this.
Yeah, I'm very interested. That trailer sold me.
Yeah.
And it's on fucking YouTube.
Hey,
there you go.
Watch this whole movie today.
Yeah, go home and watch it with Nikki. I feel like she'd enjoy this.
She's gonna fall asleep.
Man, she sat through Pterodactyl Pastor. She can watch this.
That was because I was in the middle of the
Pterodactyl Pastor. That's hilarious.
Pterodactyl Tabernacle. Sequel.
You know what? We can make it. I think we
Pterodactyl
got the
Tabernacle.
on that name.
I think we got
Pterodactyl Tabernacle.
We got mics. We got cameras. We can make this.
This is sure.
But
we just need a tabernacle.
Besides work, I got it. I can build a tabernacle.
You can put that together right now.
Right.
I didn't watch this because I remember Cleavon Little being in it. I fell asleep.
Cleavon Little. Yep. He is in it.
Guy
He was
from
like,
Blazing Saddles.
He was like, I am not a nigger in this movie. Congratulations.
Hey, the sheriff is a. I saw all of Blazing Saddles way too late. I didn't get it.
Oh man, Blazing Saddles is so good.
I've seen funny
So
parts,
good.
but when I watched the whole movie, I was like, I think I'm.
Here's the thing about Blazing Saddles. It fits in that same pantheon of movies that end super weird, like Monty Python and the Holy Grail.
What's his name? Mel Brooks movie.
Yeah.
Mel Brooks movies. Yeah. I think the reason Blazing Saddles is more so of its time and of its era.
For sure. Like Caddyshack.
But also too, I feel like for me,
I watched Caddyshack tonight.
Oh yeah, honestly, same. Both of those.
Last time I watched it, somebody told me, "Oh, this is the funniest movie ever," and I was like, "All right, I'll watch it," and I may have fallen asleep.
See, you ain't watching with me. If you was watching with me,
that is a fact.
Because motherfucking the dude with the bug eyes that go left and right at the same time, that gets no respect.
Oh, what's his name? My former favorite stand-up comedian.
Yeah, he's hilarious.
Before I found out about Eddie Murphy.
But that's my plea.
Okay. Well, thank you, there.
I apologize.
Introduced us to a new movie.
That's why I apologize.
No. Well, you could apologize to Nikki because I'm definitely going to try. All right, folks, that is our blurred out segment. Now I'm gonna run and pee, and then when I come back, well, while I'm peeing, there's gonna be a music video, and then when we come back, we're gonna pick one of these trailers. We got, just to give you all some food for thought. Let me open up to the right page.
Food for thinking.
Some thinking foods.
Sustenance.
Alien Earth. I have not seen that trailer yet. The Naked Gun. I don't know. Is there a trailer for Washington Black, or was that just an announcement? Actually,
I don't remember.
Maybe Washington Black. The Black Phone 2. And did Frankenstein come out?
No.
Wait, the Black Phone 2?
Yeah.
Buddy.
Doesn't seem practical because I saw the Black Phone. It didn't seem like it yielded a sequel.
The kid is still alive.
Oh yeah, the kid is still alive.
Spoiler.
Well, it's more so about them having powers. So I can see like
he was like some sort of
that. Yeah.
Spoiler: if you've never seen the Black Phone, too bad.
Why haven't you seen the Black Phone?
There's a phone in it and it's black.
It rings too. Whoa.
Hey. Oh, now you're going too far.
Excuse me. Whoa. God.
We got Alien Earth, Naked Gun, Black Phone, Frankenstein, maybe Washington Black.
No, there's a lot of trailer options. I'll tell you what.
Yeah. We're gonna watch one of them. when we come back on BlurdDotRadio. In the meantime, I'm going to hit you with a hit. Where's a good hit? Post. Here we go.
Those are hits.
Them were some serious hits. I'm going to play Popeyes by Can't Buy Dean. 4 minutes long, plenty of time to pee. We'll be back.
Don't sleep, my nigga.
I said it hit me like, aha. I see it differently, baby. I see it clearly until I sip on that. Making decisions that ain't too good for a nigga. I'm sitting eating this Popeyes. Licking my fingers, I take a look at this money and think about what it's made for. I see it clearly, I swear it hit me like, aha.
Hard-headed, so I learned from experience. What silly does, stupid is. Michael Corleone said it best. It's only one true weakness, to let these niggas know what you thinking. But I'm social, I'm outspoken, I'm open, so they must think I'm weak then. At least until they try me. I can't live my life by movie one-liners. That shit corny, you got eyes to criticize, but do you have the drive to floor it? They'll hold you up to standards that they tell they self, but never lived up to. The niggas felt they self. Nobody ever held my hand, I had to feel myself. And foot on the gas with gas I ain't even have, don't know what's fueling them. Bro got 30 grand and went and copped the Benz. Went broke in 8 months like nigga think again. If that luxury buckety, it ain't luxury, buddy, go ahead and trade it in. Smarter moves like higher interest accounts and 15 audibles for every play. His shit could turn out anyway, be ready. A plan is just a blueprint. And you can't follow when nobody tracks exactly, little nigga, keep moving. I'm blessed that they ain't thinking how I'm thinking. Can't be stressed that they ain't moving how I'm moving. Can't take all my homies with me everywhere that I go. Might slide them the code to the dough. Once I see what it's doing on the other side. Can't blame niggas cause they ruin shit, these my choices. Words fall on deaf ears cause the boy don't carry voices. It's like talking to a brick wall. They don't wanna go legit, they wanna get them bricks off. Just so they could whip they dick out and measure in contests like, I killed this, I hit that bitch. I swear we got money to give us options. Then label the options lame to be rich and still live like this. Saw a clear as day in the middle of the night, laying in my bed looking at the ceiling like the sky. Saying? I said it hit me like a ton of bricks, like a Mack truck, like I got T-boned at the red light. You feel me? I said it hit me like, aha.
I see it differently, baby. I see it clearly until I sip on that. Making decisions that ain't too good for a nigga. I'm sitting eating this Popeyes. Licking my fingers, I take a look at this money and think about what it's made for. I see it clearly, I swear it hit me like, aha.
Pow.
I have a question.
Yes.
Is there a question? What are you watching? Because we're watching BlurdDotRadio. Is that what it was?
Yep, I like that.
You are watching BlurdDotRadio, BlurdDotRadio. My name is Mike Stidham. I am joined by Ash Gotti. I'm joined by Kenny. I'm joined by Darren.
That's me.
That was him. We just watched the video for Popeyes by Can't Buy Dean. Blurred.family. Ashley got into an argument with his daughter once on air because Ashley doesn't like children.
It was. It wasn't an argument. It was a debate.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it was a debate.
I can't remember what it was. But
I just remember her saying, "Stop trying to bully me, Ashley."
These kids don't like any kind of opposition to whatever they think or say, and I think I was just trying to correct something, or like, if not correct, then like give perspective of like this, like you're coming from this angle. This is another angle type thing. I think. Don't quote me.
I get it.
But personally, I did not think I was being as combative as everybody is saying. But that's just me. Shut up. That's just
Hey, Darren was probably watching.
Listen, I know
we were all
I can be combative. I'm being combative now. Okay. I'm self-aware. I'm just saying as it pertained to the child, if I was, I'm sorry. But that was not my intent.
Just to confirm, you are self-aware. You're aware that you're combative.
I'm aware I can be combative,
not
yes.
To do anything about it. So.
No, because sometimes you just gonna be combative in a situation.
I feel you.
It's just I don't want to necessarily
hate those kids.
I don't hate kids. I just have a little tolerance for them. It's like y'all who don't. It's like y'all with the heat. Y'all got a low tolerance for heat, but y'all don't like completely not like when it's warm outside.
False.
Oh, I don't like when
I hate it when it's warm outside. I'd rather it be snowing right now.
I don't want snow. I prefer like a fall breeze and like all day times.
That sounds real good right about now. Like a good.
Actually, right now, yeah.
Absolutely not. Keep it where it is. I like it. Stop it. No.
Keep it around a good 6.
Anyway, all that to say, I do not mean to be abrasive towards children unless they absolutely deserve it, and I was not trying to be that way with her. If it came across that way.
I'm gonna play that for game. Be like, she apologized like a year later. It wasn't a year.
Whatever. Just don't have kids around me if I gotta have to talk to them. How about that?
It's time for trailer.
Sit back, relax, watch it. Trailers.
I considered doing the Malort chop by myself. I don't. There's nothing.
It's not the same.
Malort's not to be enjoyed alone. You got to torture your family.
Wow.
I definitely brought a bottle of Malort to my cousin's house last Christmas. Good times.
And you were not invited back next Christmas?
Oh, they don't got to invite me.
You just show up like
hey, listen, my mama and my brother are in there. I'm going. All right, move out my way.
You just show up like Krampus.
Mm-hmm.
With Malort.
You all have been bad. Now you got to drink these shots.
Take this shot.
So folks, trailer time. We got many trailers on the docket.
Many trailers.
Did anybody decide on or start leaning towards one?
I mean, I'm interested just to see what the Black Phone 2 even looks like, to be honest.
Okay.
Yeah, I figured Kenny would be wanting to see some of these horror trailers I've been dropping in the chat.
I mean, I saw the I'm about to say I've already seen the Naked Gun trailer. They already got like the NBA Finals had too many Naked Gun trailers. It's like, hey, relax. Like, yo, relax.
Yeah, it looked funny to me.
Yeah,
it does look funny.
My only
I don't know if I want to go to the theater for it though.
Yeah. My only thing was the OJ thing at the end. I was like, I don't know if black people are that mad at OJ.
I didn't catch
They're
that.
not, but that was funny as hell to me. Like, listen, I laughed. Yo,
I had to acknowledge.
I laughed. Listen,
I didn't know the reference. Was he in one of the previous Naked Guns or something?
He was in all the previous Naked Guns.
Yeah, he's in all.
He was pretty funny too.
That's like Nordberg is a funny ass character.
The fact that it's Nordberg.
Bro, like, I'm sorry, like L.J. Simpson in the Naked Gun series is fucking hilarious. Not a good person. I would listen. Hey man, great running back. Hall of Fame running back. Hall of Fame pitch guy. Listen, Hurts, you want a rental car? OJ Simpson is your man.
Toner gloves.
Bro can do it all except not kill people. But he's he's still dead, but he's still looking for those killers. Tell you that right now. He's gonna find the killers of Nicole Brown and whatever the hell that other guy was. But you know what?
I almost said Ron Burgundy, and now stop talking.
Ron Goldberg.
I'm gonna get haunted in my dreams tonight. I'm sorry, Ron Brown.
Listen, but he's just gonna ask you who killed him, and you gotta tell him your OJ's still looking. So that's how you.
He'll find him. All right.
So he'll find him. Okay, buddy, he'll find them. Yeah, but I'm sorry. I thought that shit was funny.
So Kenny says Black Phone 2. Ash, what do you say?
Yeah, might as well. I didn't see the first one, but I've seen enough breakdowns, so I know the plot and beats to it. And I agree. I didn't think it was going to get a sequel.
Doesn't feel like.
I mean, it makes money. If it makes money, it's getting a sequel, whether or not it feels like it needs one.
I thought we were. Well, that's
except for maybe Sinners. Sinners might actually hold true and not.
I was gonna say, please don't do a sequel.
Yeah.
Leave one enough alone.
Actually, I would like to see a Native American version of the faces. Like, to be able to keep it funny.
They were like, "Hey, it's some shit coming your way," and they were like, "Get off."
Yeah, that could be cool, but that's not necessarily like a direct. Let's follow the rest of the
exactly. That's why.
Remember what happened when they made Dust Till Dawn sequels?
Oh, were they like anthologies?
Dust Till Dawn sequels? There were 2.
Yeah, there were 2. They were.
I don't know. We'll see. I mean, Cooper made some good money with this current Sinners deal, so he might be good on making more money. He said,
make another movie, not another sequel or a sequel, just another movie.
Oh no, he'll make another movie. Just
yeah.
Universe.
Darren, how do you feel about Black Phone 2?
I feel like that's a movie I would watch. Wait. Damn it.
Well, now it's too late. We're gonna watch the trailer for Black Phone 2. I'm gonna look up some IMDb facts. We'll have a nice little conversation about it, and we'll tell you if we're excited to see it. I am already noticing that Ethan Hawke is in this movie, and that does not bode well. For
maybe it's a prequel.
Does not bode well. If it's a sequel, double bad. But we'll see. This looks weird. I'm trying to watch a trailer. Okay. Also, I was talking to the trailer. I wasn't telling y'all.
Of course.
I don't know if y'all could hear that.
Yep.
The guy said, "What if you could blah blah blah?" Hell out of here. Black Phone 2 trailer. Here it is. BlurdDotRadio. Yep. That's a black phone right there.
Yeah, that's why I need people to watch this movie. It's such a visually terrifying film, but also
there are kids this generation that have no idea what those are. Is that just a public cell phone?
Why wouldn't you use your cell phone?
Why does it have a string?
There, cords on this? Yeah. Oh no, not film.
All right, so he's coming back. This girl is that his sister?
So it is a prequel.
I don't know. It's not. That's because that's the older brother right there. I just think they changed his sister.
Hello, Finney.
Lose my number.
Oh, so he's back for his sister.
Did you think our story was over?
I did.
Yes. Yeah.
You, of all people.
Oh, damn.
No, you're dead. It's just a word.
Yeah. Yeah, that's it.
I mean, when has death ever stopped a true horror villain?
Not enough.
You know what I'm saying? If anything, it creates it. God damn! If this movie don't do nothing else, it's gonna fuck up some kids. Oh my goodness!
Vengeance is mine.
Okay, yeah, that's gonna cook. Oh shit!
And it's coming out in October. Look at them.
You know,
they actually did a right thing there. Some people be like, let's take it out in February. It's like, what are you doing?
It's gonna come out.
Let's drop it in August.
Summer. Yeah. I did not expect to be swayed by that. That did not look bad.
Here's one thing I don't like about movie trailers. We need to stop with the slow-mo of the track.
You mean the Jordan Peele treatment?
Yeah, we can stop doing that.
What were they playing on this one? I didn't even
Can't find a way to kill me yet.
I don't know what that is.
I don't know what that is either.
I get it.
You could like, yeah.
Here comes
as far as I was concerned, that's the way the song was supposed to go.
It's here comes the rooster, I believe it's called.
Who made it?
I want to say Alice in Chains.
Oh wait, Alice in Chains. Yeah, I didn't recognize the tone because it's completely different.
Yeah. The visuals look cool enough. That's the same actor.
Yes, that's Vinny.
Okay.
He's older.
Forward. I'm seeing Freddy Krueger references. When I say references, I mean what I'm seeing. I hate
Being
that
in
people say like, "Oh, it's referencing this," and it's not referencing that. But somebody getting choked and flying up and hitting the bed, that's very Freddy Krueger.
Oh yeah.
I'm seeing a lot of Dream-y stuff.
And have y'all all seen this before I start flipping my fucking wig on this shit?
Oh yeah, I've absolutely seen a black film.
First one, I did. Ashley didn't, but she watched the lore on it, I'm sure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Not enough. You need to see the black phone. I think it's one of the movies. Like sometimes you can read something, but nah, you need to see.
No, I didn't read it. I was like I said, I watched like video breakdowns of the story and stuff like that.
Go there.
So I was just saying, like his whole ability is the reason why this motherfucker is back, and that's fucked up.
Yeah,
because you can't escape your own ability. So have a good life, kid. Oh, is he taking over you and making you kill kids? Uh-oh.
Oh no.
His ability and them being out in the snow reminds me of The Shining very much. Yeah. Seeing dead people being in a house out in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah. He can show you all kinds of things, and you can't close your eyes, but for so long. So eventually, you're gonna have to see some dead kids that you may or may not have killed.
Yeah. That's I'm not 100% sold, but I'm interested.
Here's Ethan Hawke has been on a tirade of just wild, out of nowhere original shit.
Putting glass in his shoes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was so good at Moon Knight.
Getting killed by his fucking daughter. It's like all kinds of wild shit. I'm anytime he's in something, I'm like, he read that script. I like that script. They're doing something interesting in it. Because he don't come out for like, hey, this is Marvel movie 805. Like, oh, okay, this is a Marvel show, but it's about a dude that had problems, and he got some problems. Oh, okay, well, I'll watch that.
For sure.
So anytime he pops up in something, I'm like, I'll see that.
I appreciate an actor that does that, where you can recognize if this actor's in this movie, oh, they about to do something, or it's gonna be campy, or
it's gonna be
usually gonna be campy. It's usually gonna be something good, or it's gonna be good in the campy sense, like Samuel Jackson or Nicolas Cage.
He's gonna be able to pull so good that it's like, okay, well, he's doing something good over here. I'll watch it just for seeing what he's doing.
Yeah,
for sure.
Like it's game dudes that do that too, and I see people dropping games and they're like, oh, he was part of it. I gotta at least see what's going on with that.
He hadn't come out for anything.
That's how I remember Flying Lotus. I'm like, ooh, Flying Lotus. He did the music for what? Oh, okay. I might need to check that out.
I wish I was like that with Flying Lotus still.
I mean, I'm not necessarily gonna watch the movie or the thing that he made the music for, but I'm definitely gonna check out.
Kuso too?
Who?
Kuso, Flying Lotus's movie.
The only movie I know he did was Ash, and I haven't seen that one. It was like the horror movie one.
Kuso is very slimy.
Oh, well,
throw that out.
I will check out the soundtrack. You know,
is that an Asian movie? Kuso?
Kuso, Cuso. Flying Lotus, I believe wrote it.
Okay, if it was K, it started with a K. I'd be like, oh,
Cusco?
That means
For sure. Kenny, what are your thoughts on this one?
The Black Phone was one of my favorite movies. Whatever year it came out. Yeah, the trailer sold me. I thought, it definitely looks to be doing its own thing, but still giving homages to Freddy Krueger and The Shining, like immediate, what, not like one-to-one shots, but shots that are very much reminiscent of how those horror films have been shot, which I can appreciate. Like there are things you're familiar with, but the overall story is something that its own. So yeah, just especially how the first film was. If you watch the first movie, it goes in the complete opposite direction of the first film. And like what Darren said, the kid's power basically is now fucking with him after it helped him escape and survive the first film. So I am very excited and also curious how the story is going to play out with this next chapter of how Finney's power kind of works. I have nothing bad I can say about this. I'm actually more excited. I'm usually oh my god, the sequel. At a time where I prefer make it one and done, make something and do something different. This continues on a concept that was already well done, and it looks to be just as well done. And the trailer didn't give you a lot. I feel like the trailer gave you a lot of what the first movie did in terms of just a lot of clips and cutaways, but didn't give you the thriller aspects of it. Yeah. So I am definitely excited to see how much darker. It looks to be a lot bloodier too. The first one was not bloody. The first one was a lot more psychological horror as opposed to visual. So if we're going that route too, I'm let's roll. Let it happen.
I do want to point out I did not know that Joe Hill is one of the writers on this. Stephen King's identical son, apparently. He looks just like his dad.
He looked just like his daddy.
For sure. Darren, what were you gonna say?
Oh no, I was just saying. Anytime, especially now that you pointed that out, that tells me a lot because anytime his father wrote about any children that had powers, if they made it to later parts in their lives, their powers mutated and did more things after a certain amount of time. Even if they tried to press it with something, they would have to relearn it, and then it it was
he became an alcoholic in The Shining or after The Shining.
Yeah, it's it's like a quirk from My Hero. After a certain amount of time, it twists. So I'm wondering if he took a little nibble from his father and was like, "Hey, this kid's he's been solving a lot of shit." Solving a lot of murders or finding kids that have been taken or hidden. And then now it's oh, I've gotten so good at this, I'm pulling things that I shouldn't be pulling out of places I shouldn't be pulling it.
It also seems like it's going to be about his sister developing similar powers.
Yeah, that was kind of the ending. That kind of was hinted at the end.
Yeah.
And she's pulling all the Nightmare on Elm Street shit. She's doing He's doing the bringing the motherfucker into him and going out and killing motherfuckers.
Yeah, it's it does seem very The Shining to Dr. Sleep-ish in that regard.
Yeah, and I like that movie though. So.
Yeah, Dr. Sleep was a better movie than it was a book. The book was trash.
Oh yeah, I was talking about the movie.
Yeah. Ashley, what are your thoughts here?
Look pretty good.
All right.
I'm trying to decide if I would just go to the theater without seeing the first movie.
Go see the first one.
Well, watch it. You know that.
Well, I mean, that's a compliment to itself.
See the first one. That's what I meant. See the first one.
Yeah.
It's a compliment to itself if I feel like I could go and see the second one without seeing the first one.
Mm-hmm.
So
you should watch the second one first, and then watch the first one, and then watch like as a prequel.
Yeah. Make your own prequel.
Yeah. No, it looks good.
Yeah. And I will say it's the trailer does. We often complain about how trailers give out too much information. The trailer does what the trailer needs to do in this one. I think it frames it pretty well. Here's a youth camp. Really, a chick went down. Here's a guy from the first one. There's a black phone.
And they put 3 pictures of kids out on a table.
Yeah. After showing one of them with half of a face missing.
Yeah.
So,
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I'm down. I think this is one of those rare times where we all have a pretty positive thing to say about a review.
Fuck this movie.
Jeez.
Mm-hmm.
For that, I will reward us with a Batman. There we go. That's what we get.
Yeah.
That's what we get. This is going to be a treat. Now that we are done with the shout out segment, we are moving on to our last segment. Shout outs, or as Kenny, who is here to say it, says,
shouts and murmurs. Yeah.
Hooray.
Nice.
I want to give a shout out to Kenny and the Kenny family. Glad you all are settled in. I know it was a rough couple of months there.
No, I appreciate the support from you guys and just giving advice and just checking in on me with a lot.
For sure. I want to give a shout out to DJ Elokari, having a good time in Arkansas with his family and extended family. I want to give a shout out to Ash, who's been going outside lately.
Yeah.
Instagram was like, okay, like I want to do like Pride Fest is too hot for me.
Because
like,
it's hot outside.
It's literally just too fucking hot. Like I want to be a part of Pride, like as a non-binary person, but it's like nah, like it needs to move Pride to fall. Like it's too hot. Like it's too hot. I can't be out here dying.
No. Early
because
September.
I want to party.
Yeah. No. Going outside in this heat, like
this heat,
I'm a walking person. I walk a lot.
Yes,
I walk
Mike.
2 miles, and I feel like I'm going to pass out.
Dude, like I'm a walking person who also like sweats, like
for sure,
like who just sweats. Like, I don't know, like Shaq before he even hits the court. Like I'm sweating like that. Like I basically walked from 53rd Street back to my apartment, and like my shirt was soaked. Like I soaked through 2 shirts moving things yesterday, almost 3. Like I can't, and I wasn't like I can't be outside trying to be cute, and I'm just like a walk-in waterfall. Like that is not hot in these streets.
It's difficult.
Just Mike, Mike, you got this towel. Like I have my sweat towel too. Like I can't leave, but I have either a handkerchief or a towel because I already know. I know. It's just sweat is pouring. Like I just it's so like it's just not cool. Like you just be like there's just water just everywhere, everywhere.
I'm sure my
pores. I'm loving it.
Yeah, like
it is definitely summer dress weather. I've been enjoying. If I'm not otherwise just in my underwear at home, I'm just in just summer dresses.
In your own
shout out
literally
to the ladies.
Just panties in the house. Saves on electricity.
There's a lot of ass and titties out there. I'll tell you.
Yes, there is. Amen. Thank you, ladies. Appreciate you.
Shout out to every sundress out there.
I mean, this it's funny. I was in my neighborhood and like at least 2 other black women that had like the same dress.
For sure.
I don't have as much as a figure as them, so like I get why men are like, oh, summer dress season, yes, because their dresses just be getting caught in their asses. I'm like, well.
Wind blows this way.
Yeah.
Fantastic. On that note, shout out to my partner, Nikki.
Nice segue.
Very good in there.
Smart. That's real smart.
I'll throw that out there. Yeah, Nikki can't walk past me. It doesn't. It's not how it works. The hand just works on its own.
Swing.
I'll be trying not to, and I'll just like sense it. Yeah. Shout out to that young lady. And shout out to my best friend since I was 15 being on this show.
Who? What?
I will fight you. Here's a fun note about me and Darren. Never fought. I believe I have fought all of my friends. Was never even in a situation where I was like, all right, well, me and this nigga about to scrap.
We can fix this.
Darren has been in the room as me and Coop screamed at each other. More than like hollering as loud as we can, to the point, remember when we were arguing about Magneto and Coop was like, and got up and walked in the other room and then came back out like, all right, you're right.
Damn, it gets argument heavy like that over Magneto?
Oh, they get drinking and they get arguing.
Oh, it's to the point where last time I went to Darren's house, I was like, hey man, call me an Uber. As Coop was yelling because I'm like, he's in that arguing mood. I can't deal with
let's not say it's just him. Y'all motherfuckers be going back and forth.
I defend
back and forth.
I try to. This when Coop starts asking me about philosophy, I'm like, you're just asking me this to yell at me.
And you fall for it every time.
I do.
Well, this is what I think. Oh, that's what you think? Well, this is what I think. And I'm sitting there trying to watch TV like, all right.
Literally is just sitting there like this.
And then every once in a while they turn around and look at me and be like, what do you think? And I'm like, man,
I'm trying to get you to stop. It's me that says it. I'm like, come on, man. End this argument. Because I'm in a stalemate. We're locked. Our horns are locked. We're going to keep fighting. So, yeah. No. Never got into a screaming match with this guy. A very mellow soul. So shout out to Darren.
I appreciate it.
Shout out to David Jones for putting together the I know it's AAYS. I keep forgetting the specifics. Hold on. Agrobotics Adventure Youth Summit for the second year in a row. I met some really cool people. Interviewed some really cool people. Shout out to all of them and all the kids who participated. And yeah, David N. Jones, look him up. He's doing some cool stuff. And with that, I will pass my shout outs to Ash Gotti.
Shout outs to my cousin. Mm-hmm. He is now 24.
It's a good age.
Yes. Shout outs to him.
For 3 years. And
that's it.
Next year, his brain will be fully developed.
Yes, he'll be a fully developed human being.
Ain't no more excuses after that.
Not at all.
For sure.
Yeah, so shout outs to being a fully formed human in another year.
Hey. Tell him to get all them excuses out of his system now. At 25, it's over. You're an adult now. With that, I will pass my shout outs. Kenny.
Oh, that was fast. Maybe I was.
One shout out.
Oh, actually, one shout out. Okay, gotcha. Shout out to you guys. Shout out to Elgin, who housed my partner and my kiddo while we looked for a home base. While I traversed the city looking for an apartment. Shout out to you, Mike, who always checked in. Ash, same to you. Checked in. Send me recommendations for people to help me find a place. Yeah, we are finally here. I'm finally able to be back on the show. It has been wonderful. Sure. So shout out to First Day Comics. I'm still there doing comics, so come through, and we can peacefully not yell about Magneto. And shout out to the people making the current Predator films. So these things are really good.
Hey man, the material is there.
The material has been there. Listen, I'm gonna keep saying we willed this Hulu ass Predator into existence. I was like, hey yo, we need a fight about fucking Viking or a ninja. And they said, fine, bitches, y'all get it in one movie. I'm just like, what?
Manifestation works.
Manifestation.
Bring it out.
So I guess we gotta say, hey yo, we're gonna win the lottery. We gonna catch these scratching wins. Hopefully it won't take too long. Hopefully, exactly. Hopefully it won't take long for that to cash in for us all. But no, seriously, I did not think that Predator movie was going to happen. And honestly, it has been one of the things I watched while I was kind of sitting around. One of our first days here in the apartment, I turned that on. I was like, God damn, this is amazing.
Nice.
So definitely one of those that's worth your time. And yeah, once again, shout out to y'all. I love and appreciate y'all.
For sure. Love you back. Darren.
I want to give first some out of left field shout outs. I want to give a excuse me, I had to clear my throat. I want to give a shout out to Willis Carrier.
Willis Carrier?
Willis Carrier.
Okay.
Yes. He is the man who invented air conditioning. I am
yes.
basking in the beauty of 72 degrees right now, and it's lovely. It's real lovely because the sun is a bitch and it's outside kicking in the face. So
it's like Mario 2, son.
Yeah, angry down on you, son. Yeah.
Correction, Super Mario Brothers 3.
Was 3. Super Mario 2 was the weird one.
That was the weird. That was the one that was the skin
dream.
of a. Yeah, that was the one that was the skin of another video game.
For sure.
I want to give a shout out to Hideki Saijo.
Okay. Hideki Saijo.
He is the man who did the Japanese version of Careless Whisper. It's really good.
It sounds like
yeah, it is. I just happened by it, and I was like, "Oh, why does this sound like it's a Japanese?" It is. So that was cool. I want to give a shout out to y'all. Y'all give me something to watch on Sundays when I feel like I should just drink and go to sleep.
For sure.
And I don't sometimes. I'm gonna give a shout out to Mike for coming over and kicking the shit out of my pedals drunkenly in my racing seat. So that's cool. I hope it still works. I hope it still works. I haven't tried it out since then. But
I crashed into a lot of walls.
You did not fly into the air like Coop did. I don't know how in a simulator where it's supposed to be real, you made a car fly into the sky.
Yeah, Coop does things to games. I don't know. We were playing
Michelangelo laugh, and I was like, he's not even coded to do that. Like,
he was really, really, really high on shrooms. Mind you, he gave me some of the shrooms that he was taking. I took this much. The world was a different place.
Nice.
I don't know how much he had taken, but it was enough to make Michelangelo fall on the ground and laugh as hard as he was.
And I've never seen that animation. I've played that game hundreds of times in the arcade on every system it came out on. That's the first time I've ever seen Michelangelo stop fighting, fall on the floor, and crack up laughing as he's laughing. I don't know how that happened.
Are y'all sure it wasn't the mushrooms?
I wasn't on mushrooms.
Well, yeah, he was the only one on mushrooms.
So if his mushrooms affects a video game's outcome, we need to get a hand on them mushrooms because we need to start affecting the world.
Y'all got a contact,
We weren't even. Well, I wasn't in the same city. Technically, Darren wasn't in the same city either. This was online.
Yeah, we wasn't nowhere near each other. You got to have contact to have a contact, huh?
Hey, that's affordable right there.
And I want to give a shout out to the last customer I had today. I got to his house real late, and I wanted to go home, and I was it was going to be like a hour-long situation. It just turned out that his power strip exploded, and he didn't know it. So I told him to switch it out, and everything worked. And I was able to go home, and I got here on time.
Nice.
Yeah. Also, it's good to see you back, sir. I'm sorry, because it's been a while, and you haven't been down there, and that's irked me quite a bit. Because, like I said, I'm used to seeing all y'all faces pop up.
Well, thank you. It's good to be there.
For sure. And there's Troy. At the end of the show, as if on schedule.
Yeah.
Like, all right, you're done now, right? Because
you're done now, right? Yeah.
Nobody covering me, and we got to change that.
Yeah. Listen, Duran is so funny, dog. So he saw me taking a break, and he looked at me and meowed like, "Are you done yet?" Like he's waiting. Like, yeah. Listen, no, yeah. Like honestly, since we've got, he's so funny. Like since we've got everything moved in, he's been way more chill too. Like he's been really kind of anxious. Now he's like, "Oh shit, all the stuff is back." Like we do live here, huh? It's like, yes, buddy. He was tired of all the moving too.
Nice. Well, shout out to Troy.
Troy, look at you. Yeah, that's very nice.
You have been watching BlurdDotRadio, BlurdDotRadio. We'll be back next week, 7:30 until question marks. Until then, love, peace, hair grease. What are we going out on? Let me see this here.
Free Palestine. Stay vigilant.
Always.
Shit's crazy, but
all we got is us.
All we got is us. Community, so it's going to get us through, baby.
There you go. Here's what we're going out on.